Salute. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. You already know what it is, man. Another night in the Bossly Cafe. You know, that's what we do, man. Tonight's topic, you know, we usually always drift off topic. But since we have one, the topic is basically somebody reached out to me in my DM. And in my DM, they basically was asking me not to, you know, put their name and stuff out there, but they didn't mind the situation being put out there. So basically, he has a son, one child. His son is 24 years old, and he said he loves his son to death, but they just don't get along. They fight like cats and dogs because he doesn't he just can't accept his son's sexuality. Now, there's a lot of fathers in here, and that's a hard one, man. You feel me? To have that type of burden as a man, I'm saying, it's about like hearing something like that about your son. So I could definitely understand his rage, but to think that you sever ties with your son all the way, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So yeah. Hey yo, Malik, what's up? What you coming here to talk about, man? What you coming here to talk about, Malik? What you coming here capping about? What's the word? You know me, we ain't ducking no face. Nah. What's the word? What happened? Since you know you want to play referee, what's the word? Talk to me. Since you want to play referee, come and talk to me. I really want to know what's going on. What's up? Oh, don't run away now. Don't you dare run away now. Oh, well, you know, right now, I'm definitely the talk of the streets. I wouldn't be surprised if he would like the beef right now if I mentioned my name. He's doing way better than me, so all publicity is great publicity. Shout out to the haters that's, bigging me up. Shout out to all the haters that's out there hating, making me greater. You already know. You already know. It's nothing new. This is just what we do. So what's up? So what's up, man? Talk to me nice or don't talk to me twice, man. I just got out the shower. That's why my eyes is bad, right? Oh, man. Put some Vaseline in, though. You're going to clear up. Salute. Shout out to everybody to check in. I'm done smoking this cigarette. I'm fully cam up. But we here. We working. I was trying to go into a different topic. But you claiming that someone's, talk about me on live. Well, let them talk. Because right now, we about to go up. I'm dropping a link if you want to pull up. You already know what's up, man. Whatever topic's on your mind, you could change it. I threw one out there if you caught it. And that's what we do every night, man. Regular shit. Yo, yeah, Dave Dollar, make sure you share that when you're done checking it out. Hey, they said the interview got niggas hot. That's what it's supposed to do, man. It's supposed to let everybody know how I felt. My opinion needed to be heard. You got a problem, you know where to find me. Yeah, excuse me. You know where to find me if there's a problem. Just pull up in the Bolster Cafe and hit the link. You're more than welcome to pull up and address any questions, comments, concerns, and anything like that. You already know. My notifications is not going out. That's because I dropped too many videos in the past 24 hours. They say that they're only allowed to send out certain amount of notifications per 24 hours. So only way we could trick that is if y'all hit the like button, y'all hit the share button, and y'all actually help spread the word. This is why I constantly ask y'all support, hit the like button, share the videos, because coming in here every day, that's to y'all benefit. It's actually not in YouTube's best interest for me to stream as much as I do. They have too many different content creators, and they have to share the algorithms and all that other good stuff. So they can only send out notifications a certain amount every 24 hours. But, you know, we here. Slim and Minute salute. Shout out and check in, man. The link is dropped. I want a couple new people here tonight, man. Hopefully, you know, shout out to Beast. You know, he had it lit last night. Definitely had it lit last night, man. Big shout out to Beast. Also, you already know we got a raffle coming up. I'm raffling off the Louis Vuitton bag, you know, the real one from last night. Yeah, I'm raffling that off. So if you're interested, feel free to, you know, be a part of that raffle. I'll be doing a full disclosure about it, breaking down all the details and how to submit. In my next video, I'll probably have that ready for you tomorrow. You see, I had a lot going on today. That editing that Uno B video that I just put out, man, that's hard work, man. It's a lot of editing. It's real tedious. But, you know, shout out to the niggas that don't mind working hard, man. Salute. All right. We working. Okay, so I'm about to pull that up. I'll take a quick look at that. Oh, we got shout out to the haters. Right? Like we was talking about last night. Hey, yo, my son Green Eyes fell asleep in the cafe last night. That's how you know it's turned up. My son fell asleep in the cafe. It's like, come on, baby. How you gonna go and do that? How are you gonna go and do that? Yo, Beast, salute, man. Yeah, Beast back in the building. Y'all already know. The trolls is not sending my man nowhere. We ain't taking nothing on the hop. Still all big love. Salute, man. Hey, yo, Big. My son Beast really went to Vegas, so y'all niggas, man.
Come on, my boy. Come on.
Yo, Big. Yo, Big.
You know.
Yo, salute, bro. What up with you, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, my boy. Just, you know, we good.
Hey, yo, you was kind of lit last night, man. You was kind of lit last night. Boy,
Hey,
I go.
I like it. I like that kind of energy.
Again. You said what? Oh, he popped out. His service was kind of bad. But yo, salute, man. Salute, man. Last night you came in here, you got a lit. Thank you for that. Thank you for doing that. But y'all, man, you was drunk. And towards the end of the video, you just started wilding out. Bugging. But you know, you still my man. You always welcome, man. Salute. Whoa! 300 in the building! Justin, do you remember Mac Bundles? He was in Auburn with you before. Rest in peace, Bubble just passed away. Sure, Steve. Ah, man. My bad. That don't mean that we wasn't cool or like if I wasn't to see him, I'm like, oh shit, what up? But it's like, yo, son. A lot. I met a lot of good brothers in this struggle, man. I met a lot of good brothers. But y'all been looking for that super chat, man. Thank you. So I was hoping a couple people that came here with the time on the topic. I guess that might be kind of sensitive. He remembers me, salute. You know what I mean? Salute to that. You know what I mean? Salute to him even being real about that. Because you got so many haters that be like, oh yeah, that nigga wasn't doing. What you doing? Now he spoke very highly. Yo, good looking, bro. Salute. Like I said, I can't talk bad on him. I don't remember. That doesn't mean that he wasn't doing his thing. It's just that there's a lot of people that you're gonna meet in there. You know what I'm saying? Now I know my shit was just going in and out, but we back like cook crack. Green Eyes, what up, my boy?
Yeah, what up, my boy?
Chilling
Yeah,
like
I
a villain.
can't. Chilling like a villain, like my nickname Dylan on top of the ceiling.
Hey, yo, boy, you fell asleep on the couch last night. What happened, man? You was like this.
Bro, that was, man, embarrassing, bro. You see how I woke up, though? I woke up like I was up, right?
I ain't gonna front though. You lucky we was like 5 hours in. If that had been in the beginning, that shit would have went viral, man.
Oh, nah, that's some wildcat shit there. Nah, we ain't falling asleep while we drink it. Nah, hell no. Nah, bro. I was like, they was kept talking about the same shit, and it was just like, at that time I was already done. I was good. I wasn't lit or anything. I was just tired. Real nigga shit. I can't. What? I'm supposed to
No
be
doubt.
so tough. I'm supposed to be so tough that I can't sleep.
Nah, nigga, everybody sleep. Everybody went to sleep right after you.
Yo, the way you woke me up,
Majority of people went to sleep before you.
you woke me up like we was in the security, like we was in a club, and the security was like, "Yo, you gotta go."
You fell asleep in the spot. I had to wake you up. Yo, get up, stop and go. Let's go.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit, like where I'm at."
Yeah, that shit was
Yo,
hilarious, though.
salute to the channel, man.
Hey, yo, Smallito, pull up, man.
Yo, my man really went to Vegas though. He really went to Vegas.
He went out there and shit. He's like, yeah, y'all see where I'm at. Keep talking that shit.
Yeah, okay. He talking that money shit. Okay.
You know, he was trying to
Looking
make up
good.
yesterday a little bit.
I like how that hat matched with that shirt, my brother. You looking flea. Like how you
Oh,
put
man,
that
thank
together.
you, man. I appreciate you kindly, man.
No problem, my brother. Blessings. Oh man, that soda, man. I'm reading the comments. They going crazy. That soda, man. We ain't falling asleep tonight.
You said what?
Nah, I was reading the comments. I was just letting them know this is soda. This ain't no Henny or no E&J or nothing.
Oh, yeah, you gonna be sober tonight, huh? You gonna try to focus up?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay up. Cause your shit's be going for hours, man.
Nah, cause yeah, that's how I go. Like, look, we be here right now. This shit could be dead. Next thing you know, 2-3 niggas come in here, jump up here, we be talking, and they go left. Pow! And I was lit. Oh!
Easy.
It happened every night, man.
Yeah,
Let's
that
stick around,
shit.
man.
I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy, man. Niggas did a whole 5 hours on live.
Oh, B said he slept yet. When he hit the strip, he gonna check back in.
That's a fact. I just woke up from my nap. Just now.
Yo, step up. I see your step up. I see you saying that there's no notifications going out. I understand, man. That's why everybody got to make sure they hit the like button and share it. Share it to your gram, share it to your Facebook. Let's go get the floating around, man. They're going to pull up. There's going to be certain people that's going to, you know, it's going to pop up on their timeline as they refresh.
That's so.
Yesterday was definitely a movie because, you know, it started out. Shout out to Beast, gave me a good idea for, you know, the raffle. He was on bags. He came up here. He had his Louis Vuitton bag, and he would send me to raffle off. So I went and got the one I had. I showed that mom was had a little statistic. We went to, you know, checking the watermark, item number, et cetera, et cetera. Mine's checked out. Everything was good. So, you know, Beast pulled his out. It didn't look. It didn't
look
check
too
out.
good.
It didn't look good. It kind
Not
of looked.
at all. Not
So
at all.
when it looked left, basically, you know, what made it worse is he wouldn't try to get that second bag. When he wouldn't get that second bag, oh,
That's what he made it worse for himself.
got that second bag. He was like, "Yo, got bullets. Where the bullets at?" Niggas said, "Where the bullets?" We ended up looking at the second bag, and then the second bag, you know what I mean? It didn't have the bullets on there, so you know. It was all love, though. Big shout out to Beast because the attention was good, man. You gave me a great idea. So now we're going to definitely wrap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see, when you go in the kitchen and your intention is to feed the whole family, it's cool. But when you burn that house down, it's nothing you can do.
Hey, yo, don't be using my line every time, man. Every time you just go through the whole line on me.
I tell you just shit, right? Shit, I bagged a few bitches with that line already.
Yo, what was your question, boy? What was your question? Come up on the panel. You can ask me directly.
Face to face. Yeah, now.
Yo, Acoustic, what's up?
Yo, that hat is fire though. I like that hat though. I ain't even going front.
Thank you.
It's official. Different. I like that.
Good looking, my boy.
No problem. Say you like my sweater, bro. Nah, imagine.
Nah, that's fire. I wasn't even looking, but yeah, that's a fire joke.
Nah, niggas be doing that. Like,
now wait, don't make me go like this.
So you can. They say shit so you can fucking you could give them a compliment and shit.
Nah, but you know you might have just fucked up now, right? Because now I'm about to go see if that's a real babe sweater. Since you done put the highlight on the sweater after last night's festivities.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait. After last night.
Oh, this is official tissue straight out of the bone gristle.
All right, so let's go. We going to the books. We're going to the books.
I thought I was your boy.
Don't panic. Don't panic. If I was a boy.
He said, "Come on, man. We cool, man."
Hey, yo, don't panic, man. Because, you know, look, I wasn't even paying attention. It was low. If it was you was low. But now, look.
I said I like your hat and shit, though. Remember? I gave you a compliment. And this is what I get as a response. You want to see if my babe shit is real?
Nah,
wow.
I know. Listen, bro. I want to start off with a compliment. Thank you. You could have left it at that, but you put your sweater under the radar. Now, you gonna say you like my sweater? If I didn't say it, somebody in the troll comments would be like, "That fake ass baby sweater." So before we even get there, and the nigga try to get you, I'm like, all right, we can take this off and just get off the rip. But you know what I'm saying? If you say leave it alone, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yo, he said, if you want to leave it alone, just let me know you want to leave it alone. Like, yo, yeah, I see why you get your content and shit, bro. Like, you really like you a show by yourself. You don't even need nobody. Nigga trying to switch the subject.
Beast on your ass.
Nigga trying to switch the subject.
On your ass now.
Nah, it's not fly. That sweater fake as fuck. And mother more. Who will buy that shit and wear it? Yo, you see what you started, bro? Like,
I didn't start nothing. I didn't start nothing. Salute, y'all. What up? Oh man, look, now they own you. Yo, Green, they own you, Green. They own you.
now they
Turn
want to
your
see what's up
avatar
with the
on.
chain.
Turn your avatar on.
Now they want to see.
Go like
Now they
this.
gonna see what's up with the watch.
Go
Or
like
what's up
this.
with the
Go
ring.
like this.
They want to see. They
Go
want to
like
see what's up with the ring. They want to see what's up with the bracelet. They want to see what's up
Bro,
with everything.
bro, go like
They gonna
this.
say. They gonna say. They gonna say the sweat's fake too, right? The sweat's fake too. Come on, stop. Come on, stop.
Ah, ah,
Stop it.
ah, you the wrong way. Hey, hey, get crazy,
I walk through the club like that.
ah.
Yeah, it's my house. Yeah,
You already know. Hey, yo, Smolito, how about you come up here and give us a topic, man? I threw one out there in the beginning of this live. I guess nobody was interested in that topic.
Yeah, what's up? What are we talking about today? Where the people at? Where the people at, man? They just watching. They lurking.
Look, I'm trying to click this shit right here. Tonight's topic, one of my followers DM me, and he's going through a situation he needs help with. He has a son. He's 24 years old. He loves his son to death, but they don't speak at all. He doesn't agree with the fact his son is gay. Feel free to chime in. Let's keep it respectful. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Let's keep it respectful. Yeah, that's the topic, ladies and gentlemen. I'll repeat it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Tonight's topic, one of my followers DM me, and he's going through a situation he needs help with. He has one son. He's 24 years old. He loves his son to death, but they don't speak at all because he doesn't agree with the fact his son is gay. Feel free to chime in. Let's keep it respectful. Salute. I'm dropping the link. Finea, feel free to pull up and chime in. I would love to hear females' perspective on that. Pull up. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna start
Hit
it
the
up
link.
until people come. That's valid or what? All right,
Yeah,
so
start it up. How it's on your mind. How you feel?
I copy. So the fact that when you like, oh, we gotta be respectful. That's a fact. All right, so let's be respectful, right? So I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. If you got like a child, like a healthy child, or whether it's older or when it's a baby, as long as you have like a healthy child, like just appreciate that. Don't matter what they are. I know sometimes we don't agree with the decisions that they decide to come up with, but we also have to be respectful. Like I'm being respectful, and just be there for your child no matter what decision or whatever life they decide to be. Like just be there for them, and just appreciate them while they still here.
Want to chime in on that, Smolito?
Yo, first of all, what's good to everybody in the chat? What's good to y'all two brothers, man?
Salute.
Wow.
Hey, yo, listen. This is a touchy one right here.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a fact.
as a father, I got 3 sons and I got a daughter. Um,
Oh, salute.
Thank you. Speaking from my perspective, I mean, I kid around a lot, but that's one of my worst nightmares and fears. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have, and I know people gonna be like, well, this dude is homophobic. That's not the case. I done been around gay people. It doesn't bother me if you gay. It's not like I can't be around you, or you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. It's not that. It's that as I think as people, I mean, for me, it's like, yo, I don't want to be cheated out of grandchildren. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, obviously, if your son, I mean, yeah, they can adopt, but that's not really. I mean, and adoption, I don't want to knock adoption. Adoption is great because there's a lot of kids that grow up in bad situations and they need help and they need a fair shot at life. And sometimes people outside of their parents can give them that. So salute to all the people that adopt kids and raise them the right way and give them a better life. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is your bloodline and your legacy. Because as a man, when we leave this earth, as people, period, all we have is our name, our bloodline, our legacy, what we, what we leave behind. Because your
Yeah.
life goes beyond yours. You know what I'm saying? When you have kids, that's your legacy. That's the way that you live on forever. So that being said, like it would scare me. It would scare me. But what you said in the comment, what rather he said is that he loves his son to death. So for me, that alone tells me that sometimes you're not ready at this moment. He's not ready to forgive and move on, but love conquers all. So I feel that in time the love is going to supersede whatever he's afraid of or angry at right now, and in time he's going to be able to accept his son for who he is and love him nonetheless. He's going to accept what he can't accept now is going to be, accepted, and then they'll be able to move forward. But maybe just right now, in the here and now, he's not ready to go there. So I would tell him to just stay in the mind frame of, you love your son, you love your son, you love your son. And I think that love is going to carry you through whatever you're going through right now.
And you're problematic. You got to come up and speak on that, because now he feels the same way you feel. So let's get an insight, since you're comfortable to speak about it publicly. He doesn't
Oh,
he doesn't
I ain't even read that comment.
he doesn't want to be attached to it. So since you don't mind, how about you come up here and speak for that position as a man?
That's a fact. Speak on that. You gotta speak on that. You can't just say that, man. You gotta.
I'm saying, listen, I'm not knocking problematic for his stance, because you know
Nah, we're
what?
not knocking them.
No. I'm not saying that y'all are. I'm saying that me personally, I understand his stance on that too, because, like I said, that's hurtful. And as a man, as a heterosexual man, I can't even understand. Like personally, I can't understand. I mean, women are so beautiful. I don't understand how, you go that route anyway. But that being said, it is what it is. People are
Right,
gay,
right.
like it or not. So, but when it comes to your kids, it becomes something else. Like you could look and judge a person on TV, a person on the street, a person on the train, what have you. But when it touches home, it's realer. It's
Yeah,
different.
that's when it.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So we could say this and we could say that, and people talk about whatever. But when it touches home or close to them or somebody that they love, it's a different. You have a different mindset and an outlook on it. So
different
I mean, I
story.
don't know. I'm not knocking them for it, because I on some G shit, that's kind of how I feel, kind of. But I feel that it's real. It's ugly. I'm not there. I can't speak from personal experiences. I don't have that in my life. But I mean, I don't see what's wrong. I see
It's
his point of
like
view too.
to be honest, like we have we all we all have high expectations for people we love, and when they decide to like do other things, we just tend to like just get aggressive or get mad or just like separate ourselves when that's what makes you become a better person, because if it's something that you don't like, make it something that you do like, because it starts to change your mentality and you become better as a person.
I,
And you
I, I
and at the end of the day, you don't you know these those old things that really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you created this person is actually and just leave that person in this cold world by himself, knowing that You gotta be there
I'm
to
saying, but don't
protect
get
them.
it twisted. Don't get it twisted because there are certain things that will make me really disown my son or something like that. Like, for instance, if he was like a serial rapist or something, or so like he was fucking kids and doing like heinous
Yeah,
shit like
of
that.
course, we're not fucking with you at all. We don't
But
care.
you that
I,
but like that's what I'm saying. Like there's certain things that I'm not gonna stand for regardless. And
that's a
to me,
fact.
the gay thing is up there with it. It's something that would disappoint me very highly with my son. It would
Yeah,
make
but
me it
but
would
it's
make
not
me
it's not something that's like it's not something that's he's like hurting somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
he's hurting me.
That's your personal that's your personal problem that you got within yourself that maybe you can fix. Because that's just how you feel. You don't know there's a million people in this world that think different. There's a million people who agree with you and there's also a million people who disagree.
That's a fact. But in this day and age, man, you find it, and I don't know. I'm speaking from what I see. I
Right,
mean,
right.
it feel like they forcing gayness on society. They forcing it into our everyday life. And that listen, I'm not like I said, I'm not homophobic. I don't care. Like
Right,
if you
right.
love who you want, but it seemed like they cramming it down your throat. No homo. Like they just making you like, nah, you gonna accept this whether you like it or not. And they
Like
gotta
they're
realize.
forcing it on you.
Right. They got to realize that not everybody is with it. Not everybody, like, people still have, like, as much as the world has progressed, there's still a lot of people that are a little old school, so to speak, and they don't really look at it as an acceptable or like, or something that should be broadcasted to the world. Like, by all means, what you do in your bedroom, I mean, that's none of my business. That's nobody's business,
Like
but when you
to
start putting
me,
it,
right, right. To me, I just look at it like at the end of the day, it's your child, and if you want to just disappear and not appreciate time, because there's people who are not waking up tomorrow, and you here just gonna separate yourself from your child just because of your personal feeling, like. Work on that. You don't have to accept it or be angry at him. You could be mad at him at first, but learn you got to learn how to better
but
yourself.
that
To
was
better
my point.
yourself, to better yourself, you just gotta do
See,
it.
but now you say that, but who's to say that there's something wrong with me for feeling the way that I feel? I
No,
think
I'm
everybody's
saying
in.
to better the relationship with you and your child, you have to overlook certain things. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but like I just said, there's certain things that are not to be overlooked in my eyes. And like I said, I mean,
So
as much as I
that
love my
means
son,
if you never overlook it, then you don't want the relationship. Now I'm not talking to you necessarily. I'm just talking to people who don't. You gotta overlook it. You gotta be the bigger person. You understand what I'm saying? Some in this life, not everybody's gonna be the bigger person. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person all the time for people you love. Meanwhile, you could be doing all that shit to make you better, but we don't do that. Our job is to make sure other people are happy, and
and that, and and what you
that's the reason you even have. It's not a problem, but you have a problem with it. But it's because you actually care.
right, but I don't agree with what you just said as far as that's our job to make other people happy. Man, I think that I know that we only got one life. We only got one turn at this whole thing called life, and you gotta our whole everything that we do in life, whether it be working a job, hustling, doing whatever you're doing it to try to make yourself happy. And I think that's number one. I'm not that's and that might sound that might come from a selfish place. I'm not saying that you don't put other people first, but I'm saying that you ultimately are trying to seek out your happiness in life. Now, not to be said, like, I'm not gonna go in and
Nah,
buy
you
myself.
good. You don't gotta say that. You don't gotta say. Nah, I know what you mean. You
You
good.
know, so like I'm saying, that's not saying you don't put others first, because my children, my family, they come first. They needs, their
100.
necessities, their lifestyle comes first. But at the end of the day, I want to be happy too. I wasn't just born on this earth to just be a servant to anything or anybody. I'm here to make sure that my my life is the best it could be, and that's where I'm at with it. And the people that are along the ride with me, I'm gonna try to make sure that their life is as best as they could be, as much as I can provide for them too.
And if you care about people, you got to make sure you okay first, because to save other people, you got to save yourself. Like if they like not I'm not even going to say your family, but this is a general question. If a family is if your family is all on the boat and you have one person to save, right? Who would you save?
If all of my family was on the boat and I had to save one out of everybody,
Yeah, including yourself. Like you could save yourself as well.
I'm gonna tell you, I think we all drowning because I couldn't live with the fact of me being able to save myself, but live without my family too. Like I
Okay,
think
now the opportunity when you save yourself, you have the opportunity to save others. But if you save somebody else who doesn't make the right decision for the next few seconds or whatever, then it could go wrong. But if you save yourself, you can save them.
I mean, well, you
That
just
was my whole point.
but your thing,
But
well, you just
I
well,
was
the way.
agreeing with you. I was agreeing with you because I'm basically trying to say, you got to take care of yourself to take care of other people, and that was my whole point.
All right,
Right.
yeah, because I took it as if I could only save one person, then that's a terrible decision. You talking about my wife, my kids, people that are the most important. So I couldn't
No,
just
that's what
pick and
I'm
choose one.
saying.
I get it, I get it now.
It's basically the emotion that you took from it. That was the emotion that a person would take when a child is gay. So that emotion, you take that away, and you just come to reality, and you just got to make a real life decision. Remember, it's 2 seconds. You don't have all this time to say, "Yo, it's my wife, it's my thing." You understand what I'm saying? You got 2 seconds. So that's what I was trying to say. You don't have time for emotion. You just have time to just be there, and be there for yourself, just so you can be there for your family. And I wish you many blessings and congratulations on you having a good family, man. That's a blessing.
I'm trying. I ain't perfect, but yeah.
Nobody is. That's all you can do is try, bro.
Yeah, but you still with them, man. Just like Broski is with his child, like that's blessings, man. There's a lot of, and I'm not gonna change the topic to deadbeat fathers, but there's a lot of people who wish they could have their child. So no matter the circumstances, just always try to just be there for the child, whether it's gay or whatever the case might be. Just always just know that's a part of you.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you have kids?
I got one on the way.
I
Well,
got three.
blessings and blessings to all the kids, the people that got kids. Blessings to your kid, may come
Oh,
out
thank
safe
you,
and
bro. For
healthy
real,
and
man.
everything.
I
That's
appreciate that.
wavy. But now, as a man with morals, as a man with that carries himself in a certain fashion. I'm not even talking about street shit. I'm just talking about man morals, like
Excuse me.
shit that you stand on. Now, when I said that no matter what, I love my kids, but if there was an instance where my son grew up to be a serial rapist or like a pedophile, like just doing atrocities to little kids and raping women and doing crazy shit like that, that would be hard for me to overlook. Now, is there something that as in your life and that you view as something that there's no coming back from? In other words, like no matter son,
Yeah,
brother,
that
whatever.
that I agree with you. That friends, family, relationship, like anybody, I don't care if we friends or you my family member or we in a relationship. Once you do something like that to like a child, like I can't support you and I can't love you no more. Like no matter, it's something like you said you can't overlook.
Okay.
So that I agree with because I never like fuck with people who's like pedophiles or give them chances or even fuck with those type of people.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's I can't deal with that.
You
Period.
being gay is like to me that's like I'll be tight, but I won't. That's not something like you killing people or all the shit you just said right now. Like it's not nothing like on some crazy shit. It's
Yeah,
just something we disagree with. It, you know.
that's true. But like I said, I mean, just because you don't deal with the person in that moment, maybe it's just some. It's like all right. It's like in simpler terms, like you and wife, you get into a fight. And maybe y'all even stay away for each other for a little week or something like that. But you just mad in the moment, and eventually y'all gonna make
Right.
up. And that's what I was saying with the dude that raised the question to begin with. Is like he's upset right now, but through all the anger, he made it clear in his statement that he loves his son to death. So what I was saying is that more or less through that love that he has still to this day, even knowing the information that he knows now that his son is a gay man, that's gonna overpower whatever he's going through right now eventually. And it might take a year, it might take 5 years, but I think regardless, however much time it takes, he's gonna come to the realization that he loves his son, and that's all that matters. You know?
At the end, and that's what I'm saying. Through the trials and tribulations, you know the roller coaster ride. You gotta go through it. You feel me? You're not gonna know how if the ride is good or not. You're not gonna know if the relationship is good or not. You're not gonna know if things are good or not. You have to go through it to know how the outcome is. You gotta be in it to win it. Like it's real shit.
Facts.
I'm just glad that at the end of the day, no matter what the emotion is, if the person still said at the end of the day, no matter what he said, at the end of the day, when they say I still love this person, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, like I said, it's just not time for him to. He just got to get over what he got to
Exactly.
get over. But
That still gives them opportunity. But once you just curve it, like you just done with it, that's what I'm saying. That's when the problem come in.
I'm saying, anybody else, bossy, speak on this, man. Just so you know, I want to hear
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
got to
What's
say
up?
about
What's
it.
up? I'm looking for other people's opinion as well, or other people facts.
You know,
Yeah.
I usually do the sum up. I'll let y'all get to going, and then I do my sum up. I was like, y'all all get y'all's off.
Oh,
Okay.
copy, copy.
So due to what's been said, how do you feel about, like, I mean, you're a father, you
I
got a
say like
daughter.
a lot of us have a lot of us have a common denominator, and the fact is that you're supposed to love your child regardless. And but I try to keep an open mind and realize that it's real easy to speak on how you would react or feel when that's not the present situation you're in.
Exactly.
Like
Right,
imagine
right.
looking at your son, you
That's a
want to throw him
fact.
a basketball, and now it just hits him in his chest, and he starts crying. Like you know what I mean, shit like that. You
Right.
know what I mean? It just makes you,
Right.
you know what I mean, hurt, man. So it's playful now. He wants to stay anonymous. He's here in the chat. He definitely tuned in.
Now that's the best way. We're here to help everybody. So no matter I'd rather you be anonymous because we don't want you to feel some type of way if somebody through the comments joke around or make a certain comment. You know,
Facts.
everybody's
That's a
speaking.
hey, hey yo, I wanted to Tyson Garcia, I hear you. And you're right. That's 1 to 5 years that you never gonna get back with your child. And I understand that. But would you rather him be in his child's life maliciously? I don't know, for lack of a better term, like not really loving his child. Like he's not through the pain yet to really be there. So all I'm saying is sometimes you could do more hurt than good by just being there, but not really being there emotionally invested. So
Mm.
for me, it would be better for him to take his time to get over whatever he's going through, to get to a place where he can accept his child and love him the way that
All right,
his
now I'm
child
gonna
wants him
spin
to
it.
be
Y'all
loved.
ready? I'm gonna spin it. How do you feel about the individuals that feel like it's the father's fault? It's in the genetics. He got it from his daddy.
Oh nah. I
Mm.
mean, they probably say he got it from his mom. So I don't know. He got it from his dad. What you mean?
I don't know.
Because they say some people, you got certain people who out here that believe that you're born gay, that you
Right.
can't help it. It's not your personal decision that you're actually born like that.
Right.
I I think it's a
The so
preference.
called
I don't think you're born that way, but that's just my opinion.
That's
that
what
the
they say
the
though. They do
so-called
say
gay
that
gene.
though. That's a fact.
They
No,
say
that's a
that.
fact. They say that.
I
Yeah, they
mean,
say that.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I mean, going back to what I said a little while ago, and in this society, I see it all the time. Where I seen a couple things where Boosie put up some shit that the cartoons are kind of even like there was a Hey Arthur thing where two of the male characters got married on it,
Mm.
and
Oh,
that's like no, but I say that to say this is like you're not giving people a chance to grow and figure out what they like. You force feeding people, your agenda or what you think that they should feel like, and not everybody's gonna feel the same way. It's okay to disagree with somebody as long as you can walk away respecting everybody's opinion. You know what I
That's
mean?
a
As
fact.
long as like I don't think that one way is right, and one way is wrong. But when you're in a society where everywhere you look they trying to you know show you this and make you feel that if you don't feel the way they feel you're wrong, that's bad, that's detrimental.
right, right, right. That's 100. The world. You want to read that, Moses?
The world already is going to treat the son some type of way. Why would the father do the same? He meaning the father had to be too different.
I mean, going back to what I said. I mean, people gonna feel the way that they feel, and some people might never get over it. But going back to the person in question and the person that raised that brought up the topic is, he sounds like he loves his son, and I think that no matter what happens, however long it takes, he's gonna get through it. He just got to look within himself and realize that no matter how angry he is, that's his son's preference, and if he wants to be in his son's life, he's gonna have to accept it one way or another. You know what I mean? So,
In fact, that's about sums it up right there.
Just,
Shit.
He don't gotta accept
I mean,
that,
I
bro.
don't
Y'all
think you.
bugging
I don't
out.
think you. I don't think you gotta accept it.
oh
I
boy,
just
here we
think.
go.
I just think you just gotta deal with it. Like it never
Like your
becomes.
parents,
I
It
mean,
your
never
dealing
parents
with
don't
it and
becomes
even
accepting is
accept your
part of the same
friends.
thing, though.
Hold on. Your parents don't even accept your friends. Now they gotta accept that you're gay.
Nobody
Like
said.
since when do
Listen,
people
Oh
gotta
man, here we
accept
Yo,
go.
who's that?
everything?
Like you just
Here
come
we
in
go.
here, like introduce yourself before you come in the chat, like or
this your
becoming a
boy
former
Venezuela.
guest.
You know how you give it up.
Oh, what up,
You know
This your
how
Venezuela?
it go.
Like,
What's good,
oh,
boy?
that's
Boy,
183rd.
Hey
Nah.
yo, bro, listen.
you heard?
Listen, man. Listen, I'm not saying what you're saying. You misconstruing what I'm saying, man. Listen,
What you saying?
society. I'm
That's
saying that. I'm coming from a father's perspective. I'm saying from this man's perspective, and what he's saying is that he right now he can't accept it. But I'm saying that the man ultimately loves his son, and no matter what through whatever pain he's going through right now, he's still expressing that he loves his son. So I think that in time he's gonna be able to maybe not quote unquote accept it, but just love his son. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
right. I respect that.
He's supposed to love his son regardless,
Bro.
though. That was the first thing I
What's
said.
up, Venezuela? You disagree?
Nah, I don't think you have to love anything regardless, bro. You don't have to do anything, bro. You don't have to.
He never
That's a
said
Being
myth.
part
love.
of his
He
son
just
life, you
said
do though.
just play. You gotta sometimes play the role if you to get what you want in life. Like you can't just always get what you want and then just give up or walk away. Like that's some bitch shit. That's soft. That's like you gotta become stronger. And when you love people and you really say you love them, you have to actually be there for them no matter what they are.
I got it. I
Like
found my
when
jeans.
people talk about Bosley, right? I don't I never judged him
I
for
knew you
whatever
found the
he
jeans. I was
told
gonna
me.
find that.
I
You
always
know, the
spoke
outfit
with
I had
the
on when I went
person
to go
who
get
he introduced me as to me, and you gotta just be there
So you can't
and
stand on
just
no
stay
grounds if a
blessed.
nigga is no good. You can't be like, nah, this nigga, even if he sounds cool, he's no good. You can't stand on that.
Dude is crazy.
I didn't
That's you see
understand.
what I'm saying?
Nah,
It's like your son. Let's say your
Speak
son was
English, bro. Like what you said?
let's say your son was crazy. You would
Right.
still have to love your son, even if he's slapping old ladies, fucking pushing little
nobody
kids to the
said
side.
that. See, if
But,
you was listening, I said that there's certain things that no matter who it is, there's things that I can't back and I
Yeah,
can't
but
accept, no matter if
and
it's my
being gay
son.
is not one of them.
But
I just said,
he's
listen.
talking about something else. He's talking about like the kid having like disability. Like he can't help himself. Him slapping people. Like he don't know that he's actually slapping people. You think he
Can I ask
wakes
a
up
question?
and actually want to slap people? Like he probably have a problem or disability. Like
Can I ask a question?
and then you're not
Yeah.
gonna love your son because he's doing that. But meanwhile, he don't know what he's doing. Like I don't understand that. Yeah, you can ask that question. My fault. Go
All
ahead.
right. First and foremost, salute to the cafe. Salute, Bosley. What's up? What's good to the panel?
Yo, we
Salute
here,
to
baby.
you.
Salute, salute.
Um, let's if we're gonna move the goalposts, let's move it one more time then. All right. Say your gay son ends up in a relationship and they adopt a child. Do you front on that child?
You front on all that shit, bro. Because once you accept
Yeah,
one,
but that,
you
yeah,
accepting
I
all
would
of
say
that.
that in that situation, individuals is going to be against all of that because if he's against
Right.
homosexuality, he's
All of
going to
that.
be against parenting.
That's what I just said. See, I don't know if you
Yeah,
was
that's
listening
no
earlier.
real relation.
I feel like you know, like in the day and age that we live in, that homosexuality is promoted and it's forced down people's throats. No, you know, so to speak. Like,
Nah,
just
but you don't
no,
gotta accept it.
no. I'm not. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that in this day
Bro,
and
we
age,
passed that. We passed that. Like, what
I'm trying
what
to.
is he talking about?
I'm trying to say that in that instance, I don't listen. I'm not a proponent for putting a kid that doesn't have his mind. You know that you're innocent. You don't know. You know whether you want to go right or left right now in your life. It's a young kid, and put him in a situation where he's seeing something that no matter if the world right now is saying is acceptable, is not normal. It's not normal.
But the
It's not.
world is not saying that's acceptable. That's a myth,
I'm
bro.
not
And we
saying
is
that.
not past that because we is not chilling with gay niggas in the
Nah,
hood. We is
nah,
not smoking with them. We is not, you're not piecing it up with gay niggas, right?
nah.
We
Nobody
how we
listen,
past that.
bro. Listen.
Yo,
That's
wait,
still
stop,
active, you
stop,
heard?
stop, stop.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
stop it. Stop it.
Nobody knows who is gay. You don't know if you've
That's
done
the
it
truth.
already.
That's the truth.
Exactly. This gay
Nigga, you
thugs.
know
This
who's
homo
gay, bro.
thugs.
No, ain't no nigga shit. Cause not for nothing, my cousin was gay and I had no idea.
And
Oh,
they
so
be
you
they
was
be niggas
closing
that
your
be walking
eyes?
around like this. They be walking around like
First of
this.
Yeah,
all, we're gonna have a grown up conversation. Let's be grown up. I ain't got time for kid shit, Venezuela.
All right. So if you want to be
So we're
grown,
gonna be adult. So let's be
in what
adult.
hold
What
up,
we
in
mean
what
by adult is you gotta
household?
close your mouth first and let somebody else talk.
Yeah,
What
In
we
what
mean by
Venezuela,
being
man,
household?
have
adult is
patience.
what we mean by being adult is there's a lot of if you know anything about homosexuality, being a straight male, they hide that. They're not gonna just come out and tell you they gay.
absolutely.
Yeah, like
Your
somebody got
man you've been
caught.
standing
Absolutely.
next to for 10 years could probably be, you know what I'm saying, and you have no idea. So don't
Nah,
sit
that's
here
not
and say
true.
you know what it
That's
look like and you know what it sound like. No, you don't.
that's not true in every community because in certain households, people are good. You understand, and people have a great level of education where they can speak about what's
Why
going
is this
on.
dude always the one trying to lead the conversation and the topic?
Why he always disagreeing and always having like
I'm
Why,
saying
why,
it's all right
why?
to disagree, but let's hear
Because in
his
my
point.
family, there's no gay niggas hiding. You heard? I
You
don't
don't
know
know
This
what
that.
ain't
y'all
your
be
You don't
family
talking
we
know
talking
about.
that.
about. We talking
this
about the
ain't your
world. And see,
family.
I have a problem with people who want to put their personal opinions on the world. No, this ain't about you and your family. This is about the world. Pass your family line.
The world.
Bro, listen. How big it listen, I'm gonna speak from a real place right now. Listen, you Spanish, right? You Venezuelan, right? I'm Puerto Rican, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, we all
Yeah.
got big ass families, my nigga.
Tranquilo.
I got family members that I don't even fucking know in Puerto Rico. Now you gonna tell me that you know every single person in your family and they're not gay and you could verify and stamp that?
My
Stop.
brother, if there was a gay person in your family and you being Spanish, that's the first thing you will know, right? In your family, right?
I just
That will
said
be the first
I
word
just
spread,
listen.
right?
Listen to what I
Hold
just
up.
said. I just said that
Carry
I
on.
got a whole bunch of people in my family that I never met and I don't know personally. So how the fuck can I vouch or say that one of them is
How
not
many
gay?
of us had two aunts?
I never had two aunts in my life, bro, or not
Yeah,
two
I'm
I'll
weak.
wait.
uncles,
This
or
nigga.
none of that, bro. And if
How
and
many?
if
How many?
that's
How
like
many of
if
y'all
you had a
found out
crackhead in
that
your
that wasn't
family,
your aunt when you grew up? That what
my
you didn't
nigga,
have two aunts. That was her girlfriend.
my nigga. Where you grew up at? What that was happening, bro?
First of
In
all,
the
this ain't
hood,
for
that
you
wasn't
because you
happening.
closed minded. I'm talking to everybody else.
Bro,
Oh, so that
I
happened to
can't
you?
say
So
that
I'm not talking to
your
you.
uncle's your aunt now?
I'm not talking to you.
He not even talking to you, bro. Like,
I
chill.
can't speak on that because I never went through that personally. But what I was saying
Well,
is that yeah,
for us, those who experienced that, you was caught off guard because you really thought she was your aunt until you went in the room and they was in the bed together. You was like, oh.
right.
So what I'm saying is, you don't know what it look like and you don't know what it sound like. So you just can't jump out there and have broad, vast opinions.
I'm
Yo,
saying
Keep
old
that
it
head.
to
I
your
thought you
curb
was a
and your
grown man,
block.
Tom.
I'm
Relax,
saying
bro. I thought you was an adult. Relax, old head. Chill.
Hey, yo,
listen.
first of all, I'll slap the shit out you. We ain't gonna do this tonight.
See
We
Nigga
where
ain't
said,
he
gonna do
I'll
this
going,
put
tonight.
going
you.
left.
Nigga
Yo,
said, I'll
old
put you
head.
on
I'm
that
We're
wall
scared.
not
right
gonna
there.
do it.
I'll
Stop
put you
talking to
on the
me
wall like you
respectfully.
did. I'll
Yo,
put you on
thunder
the
and
wall like
lightning.
you
Stop
did.
talking
He
to me
shocked right now.
respectfully. I'm asking you
He said
nicely.
that there like it.
I'm shook. I'm shook. You heard? I'm
Hey,
shaking
Hey,
right
Because
now.
you're in Venezuela. That's why you tough.
listen,
Stop talking to me. Thank you.
listen.
I'm
There's
shaking,
no
my nigga.
listen. I think we can
I'm
all
scared of
agree.
old people now.
I think
You
every
should be. We'll beat the shit out you with our cane.
Check it out. I think.
I'm a young
because
nigga. I'm
you
scared of
got
an old
niggas
nigga.
Listen,
years in you can't handle
listen. I
yourself.
think
My
that
nigga,
there's
you wouldn't
no.
do nothing because you're scared to go to jail. You hurt. You're old.
You won't even show
Stop
your
it.
face. Lower your tone.
He
Listen.
said you only got 10 years in.
Stop it,
You
nigga.
You won't even show
You
your
will you
face.
will
Lower
you
your
will
tone.
tell on your gay
Take
uncle
the
right now
gangster
to
out
not go
your
to jail.
voice. You won't show your face on camera. Take the gangster out your voice. Thank you.
Nigga said take the bass out your voice.
Hey yo,
All
listen,
right.
listen. I wanted to get back
No bigs.
into.
All trouble for you, Venezuela.
Listen,
Yo.
I wanted to get back to what he said. And listen, there's no cookie cutter or like a certain way that you can't just look at somebody and say, well, every gay person acts like this person. Like you said, there's people that are undercover. There's people that, they know that they won't be
Right. They
socially
homo
accepted.
thugs.
Right. So there's people that you can't
But
just
have
say,
you
well,
met those
this.
people? Have you ever run across those people?
I was in
You
jail. Yeah,
personally.
there's niggas that be in the street acting fucking tough as hell, and them niggas go to jail and be gay, my nigga.
So
Yes.
you met that
Fuck you.
person who was tough as hell and he was homo all the way?
No,
Yo,
what?
he acting dumb like he don't know what's going on.
No,
He
you
acting
gotta say
stupid
it.
now. Now
Yeah,
He
because you
acting
gotta
dumb.
say it like
He
you
know his
talk to
cousin
that
touched him
person.
when he was 5, but he gonna get up here and act like he don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah. African
No, my nigga, I
Bambaataa.
was never in jail with niggas becoming
You
gay
know you
and
was
being
in the
gangster.
You
I
sandbox
said you
never
playing
was
did
never
pussy,
in
none of
jail,
that.
nigga,
period,
and you
nigga.
gonna get
Stop
up here and
fronting.
act like you don't know what's going on.
I
Venezuela, I
don't know
heard
what's
yesterday.
going
You
on.
said you never went past the bookings. Shut the fuck up, my nigga.
Exactly.
Stop
I
it.
never
You
done
don't
none of that,
exactly. So
bro.
stop. Niggas ain't in the bookings
He's a
being gay, my nigga.
550.
Stop that.
They
Yo,
up
block
in
that nigga.
juvenile hall.
Block that nigga. That nigga's naked. Yo, Bosley, block that nigga.
Come on, bossy. Don't be listening to these niggas,
That
bro.
nigga's naked.
You
You ain't
all
gonna go
clown.
far in life
That
listening
nigga
to them niggas.
on the cam.
You sound like you being abused right now. Fuck you
Come
talking
on, but
about?
stick to the topic because
Yo, you said
now
what? What you said? What you said?
Yo,
now y'all friendly with the
Bosley, there,
now
the
y'all being
nigga,
friendly
there's
with gay
somebody
people. Now y'all
who
wanna
got a camp that
understand,
I
but
nigga
in
didn't
the
say
was
hood,
naked.
nobody
y'all
said.
no good.
It was a
Oh my
nigga that was
god.
naked.
Listen, bro. Nobody said they being friendly with gay people. Nobody said that, and I'm not saying that. I'm not homophobic, my nigga. I don't have a See, they say that people that are extra homophobic
Yeah,
like you
thank
are
you.
really gay on the inside. So speak on
Word,
that. Speak on that one.
word. The first ones
If
yelling
you
no
got such a
homo be the
problem,
first ones homo.
then it's
That's a
something within
fact.
yourself. Maybe it's because you looking at shit a certain way. Maybe you got some gay tendencies that you need to work out, my nigga.
Exactly. Why
Speak
you
on
think
Yo,
that
they
one,
be
well,
like
Venezuela.
pause? They be like pause, no homo. Like they want to bring that shit up.
hold on, let's be clear. Anytime a straight man is worried about if another man is interested in him, I got questions.
That's a fact.
Why are you concerned about if the gay dude is watching you? Like, do you want his attention, nigga?
That shit be having me
Oh, he
going.
bounced. He slid. He couldn't handle that question. Like,
Man, please. Yo, I'm telling you, he
You know,
played dumb.
sometimes
He
these
know
hoes
what's
gotta
going
pull
on.
up too.
what was
I
that?
think
But back to the subject.
he probably got it in his.
We'll
He got it in
back
his
to the
favorites.
subject. I will have no choice but to love my son because not for nothing. Hopefully, in the back of my mind, I wish he come back on around, and I'm gonna keep my hope alive. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
but
a
But
you know that's
fact.
I'm gonna love him.
You can't
right.
lose hope.
I mean, listen. If once to me, I think speaking as men, we both know if you went that
Lock him in the
route,
closet with a
that
hooker. Wish for the best.
yeah. But as men, there's no such thing as a bisexual man. You either gay or you're not. I
That's
don't
a
I don't
fact.
jack that shit at all. Oh well, this nigga's bi. He do it. Nah, you gay. You gay because I mean, to me, there's no even thought of that for me. And I think every heterosexual male can agree. Like you don't look at men any type of way. Not the way that you look at women. And if you do, then you gay. That's just point blank.
Yo, I was in what is it? Delaney Hall. That's like if you from Jersey, you got the county, then you got Delaney Hall where they let you wear regular clothes. Anyway, one of the dudes came back from prison and he posted up against the wall. My stepbrother walked by the nigga. The nigga told my stepbrother that he had a fatty. We jumped that nigga in the hallway, but not for nothing.
Nigga
Yo,
said,
that caught me off guard like a motherfucker. Like he was watching him groping himself like
"Yo,
old
this
boy was a girl.
It's
nigga
crazy.
say he got a fatty."
It's
What?
crazy.
Asked him, did he do squats? No bullshit. We had to
Wow.
jump that nigga.
Hey,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
crazy.
Like, I'm not homophobic, but I would have put them in a coma.
No, we jumped the shit out of them and we got sent to Ag. But you get the point of what I'm saying. Like, those are the ones who let you know. What about the ones who don't?
Yeah,
Nah, but
exactly. That's
the
why I
ones
said
that
you.
don't, the ones that don't is the ones that's brolic, the ones that's talking like they're aggressive and
Extra tough.
yeah.
Exactly, and that's
You
why I
think
said you can't listen. Just like listen. I mean, on my block, man, listen. You got niggas that like you can't just say, well, this dude is a killer and this dude's not. You got dudes that's walking around with tattoos on their face and this pussy as fuck. But you got other niggas that's cool as hell, and if you get out of line with them, the niggas will kill you
and they skinny
immediately.
like this. I know niggas
Can
that
I add
skinny
something to
like
that
this
too?
that hit hard.
The reason they got tattoos is because they gave up their masculinity and they trying to get it back.
That's
Right.
not. I'm not
Not
saying that.
all cases, but some cases.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he put it as well. Every gay nigga's walking around like RuPaul. That's not true. There's dudes that's
No, it's not true.
Yeah,
that you
that's
don't
not true.
know got these
That's,
tendencies,
that's
and
not
there's
fact.
dudes that's walking around that they look like they getting money, but them niggas ain't got a dollar in their pocket. It's you can't just say, well, that this is the mold and this is what you supposed to look like if you a killer, if you gay, if you getting money. It's all different ways of doing it.
I used to do music, right? And we had an opportunity to go to one of them meetings. Boss Lee probably know what meeting I'm talking about. That meeting didn't go well. But in that meeting, a lot of people confused themselves for the stack of money that's on the desk. You dig where I'm
Of
coming from?
course. That's what I'm
So
saying. Like to
when they
get to a
leave that
certain
room,
level. Like
after they do whatever they doing to get the bag, they have a problem looking themselves in the mirror. So a lot of them go get tattooed. A lot of them get on lean. A lot of them get on pills because they're trying to repress that memory of what they did in that room with that little Jew dude.
well, this is what I'm gonna say. When people try to get to a certain level, like this, you can always be high. But if you're trying to be elite, if you want to be a part of the elite, then they make you do certain gay shit. And this is why certain people are famous, but they not really famous because they're not willing to do that extra shit. And
But the
when you
extra shit is, see, here's the problem with black folk. And well, I'll just use black folk. You know how you give a dude a position on the block and he get a little money, and then after a while he stop listening to you and he start
yeah,
acting like that block is?
nah,
Well, how
he
they
try to
do it
play
in
you.
the
He look
corporate
at you
world
like
is they get dirt on you. The
right.
dirt is the little nasty shit you do in that office where you think nobody ain't looking. So that way, when they ask you to do something and you get your ass on your shoulders and you start saying what you ain't gonna do, how many records you sold, that's when TMZ get a fucking video of you being extra, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Being
Yo, but
extra
y'all going too
friendly.
far. Y'all
Being
going too
extra
far.
friendly.
We
Come
ain't
on, you gotta
talking to
keep
you.
it simple.
We ain't
That's like
talking
if
to
your
you.
son,
This
hold
above
up,
I'm
hold
your
up.
not
pay
talking to
grade.
you, Venezuela.
Come on,
Chill.
yo, green eyes, hold up. So if your son was gay, that was okay. Like
We talking
God
about record
forbid.
business.
Hold up. If your son was gay, that's okay.
We talking about
You
something
would,
else. What are you talking about?
but let's get back to reality because we're never gonna go
No,
that
no,
far.
no. Get off your ass,
No,
bitch, and get with the loop.
we not gonna do
My
what you
nigga,
want to do when you want to do
You're
it.
not controlling shit. This the cafe. What we
This
doing,
cause
the
y'all
boss
not
Lee?
keeping it
cafe.
real.
This
Y'all
the
not keeping it
cafe. Shout
real.
out to the cafe. Like,
Because
This the
comment,
if
cafe.
you
What we doing,
accept a
subscribe,
boss
son
Lee?
share.
who's gay, then you would
What we
accept a
talking
son who's
about?
telling. If you can
Hey
accept
yo,
a son
nah,
who's
let
gay,
me
you
tell you
can
why I
accept
left
a
you
son
guys
who's
See,
out
you
of
go
it.
on. You always speaking stupid. Like,
Hold on,
That's what
listen,
what
I'm
listen,
does one
listen,
saying.
thing
real
Like
have to
quick,
do
real
with the
quick,
other,
fellas,
bro?
fellas,
we
fellas,
were
fellas,
talking
hold up,
about
quiet on the set.
certain
Look,
like it was
oh, you're not listening, you're not listening, you're not listening. Listen, real quick. I let Venezuela back on the set because he actually tap him. He's actually one of the prime examples of people who have the ignorant state of mind when it comes to this topic. So, so with that being said,
but
he is
tell me
also like,
why
you
is
know
it
what? I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him go a little far, but I'm gonna check it if it gets a little crazy. But
hold
understand
on,
that there's
why am
people
I
out there that really
ignorant?
think like that. Yes, the hell you are.
Why if I don't accept certain things that I know you
It's,
know we all know that's
it's the
wrong.
way that you
Why is my
decide to
wrong?
explain, the way that you decide to talk about it, the way that you
Right.
decide to address it is what makes you
Yo,
ignorant.
my brother, but that's in your codes, that's in your morals, that's written in concrete and you know it. Why is it okay now? Why is it okay now? If it's written in stone, it cannot be changed, right? It can't be changed. Why is it okay out here? Why do the rules change now? Cause you want to have feelings. What is it? Codes over morals or morals over codes?
There you go with that bullshit. We talking about family. It's different. We're not talking about gangs and none
We
of this.
talking about your son, dickhead.
Yeah.
We talking about your son, not your neighbor. We talking about our son.
So you would accept your son to be gay and all that, but you wouldn't accept your brother.
Check this out. Last time I checked,
Venezuela's the guy that's trying to be on the. He's the one that he's the one that needs
he didn't want to get punched in the face at the end of the night.
The topic, my nigga. The jokes is cool. I could do that all day.
Hold
but
on.
Get back to the real shit.
All right, Venezuela. Before you tapped out the last time, I asked a question, and I think I want you to answer it, and answer it truthfully. They say they say that men that are extremely homophobic, that is something in them that they're homophobic because there's something in them that's partially they might be gay. Now, I'm saying that's what they say.
Yeah, they say that somebody who actually projects like they're extremely homophobic deep down inside.
Like you, Venezuela.
Bro, what's wrong with me not liking a certain type of people? What's wrong with that? That's what America's about. I don't have to like you.
Yo, dudes who sound like you, be sneaking off. Dudes who sound like you wear clogs when the live go on.
You take it.
That's what I'm saying.
Comfortable in that space.
That's what I'm saying. Dudes like you probably got a silhouette video out there somewhere. You bum ass nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, yo, Democrat, hold on, look. You got people in the chat that's saying that this sounds like some also Raven chat. Yo, listen. Yo, bro, understand that these are real issues of society nowadays. Like this is potentially an issue that might be something you got to address with your child one day. So you take it as a joke if you want to. They're pushing the agenda of homosexuality all through the media, all through the movies, all through regular TV shows right now.
That's a fact.
All it's doing is heightening the chances of
these little ass clothes.
That's a fact.
That's right there, bro.
And I mean, listen, this is the Boss Lee Cafe. This is the open mic. So I mean, if there's something else that people want us to touch on, I'm glad that we can switch.
Niggas wearing jeggings, okay?
So fucking what? According to you,
ain't no so what. You ain't got a problem with jeggings, but you sitting up here arguing about a gay son, nigga. Shut up.
According to you, that don't make them gay, right? That's okay in your hood.
Ain't nobody said that. And see, you don't listen. You just talk.
Yo, Boss Lee, what's poppin', bro?
Yo, J.O., what's the word, King?
Shit, Mackin', bro. How you?
Regular, degular. How you feel about this, man?
Yo, what we talking about? My fault, bro. I just tapped in.
All right, so basically, one of my supporters, somebody that's here in the chat, hit me up in the DM. He wants to stay anonymous, but basically, he has a 24-year-old son. That's his only child, and they have no relationship because his son is gay. So he kind of disowned his son, but he wished he had a relationship with his son, and he just wants to know is he wrong. So he wanted to have an open forum about it to see how the large majority of people looked at it.
So he had a relationship with him, and then he lost it, and he trying to get it back.
I'm sure he was probably playing a better father before his son came out the closet, so to speak. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. I guess they don't talk at all.
I mean, I feel like he messed that up. I mean, if that's your son, you're supposed to love him no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you.
And you feel me? If he messed that up, bro, and he can't get it back, that's on him, bro.
Yo,
to be
Reef?
honest.
Yo, that's Reef.
That's a fact, though. I agree with you.
That's Reef.
But we got this clown up here named Venezuela talking about, if that's the case, cut him off.
I'm saying, but listen, regardless of how we feel about Venezuela, there's a lot of dudes that feel the same way. So we can't just put it all on him because he's not the only person that represents that genuine opinion.
Exactly, because
he can't force it on the rest of us either.
Just make another one. Use a man. You can make millions of them. You're gonna just take a gay one on the hop.
I mean, I'm gonna say this though, bro, right? I'm gonna say this, right, bro? I'm extremely homophobic, bro. But if my son came to me and he like, yo, Dad, like, I like guys, like this is what it is, like.
Yo, chill, my nigga. They saying homophobic means you're gay now out here on this panel. That's what they're saying.
Who said that? Who said that?
That's what they
say. His own backed up. Carry on. What was you saying?
Carry on.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, yeah, if he came to me and said that yo, he was gay, I'm gonna accept that, bro, because I love him unconditionally, and that's
And
just
you don't want to
that's
lose that person that you
yeah, that's
love.
period.
Why
Yeah,
would I
come
say I
on.
love somebody and then willing to walk away from them?
All right, let me
You
ask a
can't do
question.
that.
Let me ask him a question
Can't
like
do
that.
that
Let
at
me ask
all.
you, Jo. Let me ask you the question that I proposed earlier. You a man, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so there's certain things that as a man you don't stand for, right?
of course.
Okay, so if your son came, if you looked on the news, God forbid, and you seen that your son was a serial rapist, or that he was charged with pedophilia of like having kiddie porn, all type of crazy atrocities, would you, now that you said you love your son unconditionally, is that something that you can accept and say, well, you know what, that's my son no matter what? Because for me personally, I couldn't accept anybody after that.
I feel you, bro. That's your opinion, but like I said, I'm gonna accept my son no matter what, bro.
I respect it.
I
I mean,
respect
I
that.
asked
I
you a question. I just
Salute
wanted
to
to
him
answer it. I'm
again.
not mad at you for that.
My man Jo riding with his son no matter what. That's a
facts, bro,
fact.
to the
And
end.
salute to
As
him.
he
I
should though.
I'm
As he
saying,
should.
like I said,
As he should.
I'm not judging you for it, and I'm not saying you wrong, and that's your opinion. And I respect it, believe it or not. But
Yeah. We
there's certain
respect
things that
everybody's opinion.
for me that would be a deal breaker right there. Like,
Yeah, but
I can't get
even
behind a
even
person that
So,
if
does
so
you
I'm
that.
saying,
chose to
bro. So let me
disown it,
ask you the. No,
go
my
ahead, go
fault,
ahead.
bro. So
Now
let me
let him
ask
Right.
you
ask
this,
you a
bro.
question.
Right, bro. So the same question you just asked me. So let's say you see him on the news, he did all this crazy shit, and he on the run now, and you the only one that knew his location. You turn him in?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I'm not turning them in. I'm not walking my
He
son in
said,
the end.
nah, I'm
I'm
not
listen.
Wait,
turning
I'm
him in.
confused. I'm confused.
That's a fact though. That's real shit though. I'm laughing, but
I'm
that's
not
real
turning
shit.
them in. That's different though. See, that's part of my morals too. I'm not turning him or anybody
Yeah,
in.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as me going to visit him and supporting him
Yeah,
through that bid and
bro.
doing all that, like, nah, you got to stand alone on that, because I don't agree with the things you're in there for. Not saying that any crime is commendable and everything, but there's certain lines that can't be
See, that's
crossed
where you
nowadays.
confuse me. That's where you confuse me because I feel like, wait, hold up.
Yeah, that's
If
what.
you
Yeah,
don't, if you not going to turn him in, and you
Right.
going to allow him to still be on the run and risk getting shot by the cops if they do catch him, why not visit him in jail? You already want to go with him that far. You're already going to be alone up after that point. What's the difference?
Nah, the difference is I'm not walking my son and giving him, I'm not turning him in. I'm just not. I don't know. I can't really explain why,
But
but
they,
that's just
but you
not
know
it.
they giving them life. He gonna sit in a box for like the rest. You ain't sending a letter. You ain't doing nothing.
The way I feel now, I don't think I would, man. And I'm not saying, like I said, time changes also. It's not saying that a couple years into it, maybe I soften my stance on it. But where I stand today, I
All due
don't think that
respect to
that's
you.
something I
All
would
due
do.
respect. All due respect. That's all I wanted to get to. Never say never.
Yeah. I'm never gonna say never on nothing. I'm just saying that that's something that I feel
That's just how
strongly
you feel
about.
now. That's your stance now
Right.
as of this moment.
And
yeah.
that's what I was saying, and that goes to the larger conversation, which was, I said in the beginning, I said, listen, this man right now, for whatever reason, he can't accept his son's sexuality, and it's putting a gap in between their relationship. Not saying that maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, he'll be in a different place in his life, and he'll be able to say, you know what, no, and have the stance of Jo and say, you know what, fuck it, I don't care what people think, I don't care what nobody say, that's my son, and I'm gonna rock with him. So
So
Mhm.
strangely, if with my experiences being out, because I'm 40, I'll be 43 this year. So I've been around and I've seen a little bit. And from what I've seen, most guys don't have a problem when their son is not the one that puts the dress on.
uh, uh,
Did that make any sense?
I hear you,
Wait,
but
repeat that one more time.
Most fathers who have gay sons don't have a problem if the son is not the one that wears the female clothes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all about imagery.
if he's
Like
not the
basically, he's
baddest.
saying some fathers wouldn't care if their child was gay as long as it was some closet shit. But it's
Exactly.
the ones that are out in
It's the
public.
out in the it's the out and about out the closet type thing that make him shy away a little bit. So I would need to know what makes him like whoa.
now what I interpreted what you just said as is you saying that a lot of the
Yo,
dudes or
ain't
whatever
nobody
your
cam him
experience,
up. Yo, cam up, man. Y'all gotta cam
you
up. Y'all not
you
gonna leave me here in the right
you saying
by
that
myself.
more or less dudes don't have a problem with it as long as their son is quote unquote pitching and not catching. No homo.
Yeah, he's the batter. That's what they.
That's
I mean,
That's what they
with some
say.
truth on it, yeah, that way.
okay. So I mean, listen,
That's crazy to me.
I don't know. That's
I'm
deep.
saying, bro, what's the difference if he batting, he gonna start pitching soon. So how you going like?
Right.
I dig that, but I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like most mothers don't care long as they daughter not the one with the crew cut.
Yeah, I'm done.
Did that make any sense?
I hear
I
you.
mean, I feel like they feel like that because now they concerned what other people outside is going to think about
Exactly,
that now.
and that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting to.
saying.
Exactly, Joe.
But I feel like with age and time comes wisdom and growth. So like things that you're thinking about now, maybe 5, 10 years from now, you would never even. You'll be like, damn, why I used to think like that, or like you be
That
on
happens.
so high another level that you like, yo, I can't believe that I was willing to lose a son.
Nah, it's true. I mean, you hit the nail on the head with with most wise with people that got an open mind and that are smart. Because even though you're smart, you could be doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? That's part of life.
And
That's
we all
why
make
a lot of
mistakes.
people. That's why even though you in jail, you meet a lot of dudes that are smart. You like, damn, this nigga wild smart. Like he shouldn't even be here. But that doesn't change the fact that sometimes we make stupid choices. Now, yeah, of course, there's things that on the daily that I think about that I did and I thought at 22, 18 that I was like, wow, I was bugging. Damn, I was, that was crazy.
Right.
It's growth. It's human. It's growth within yourself. You gotta adapt. You gotta evolve, or you just gonna be one of them dudes that just constantly repeating your history. You know what I mean? If you want to get to the next level in life, you gotta open your mind and start thinking on other things and seeing things from other perspectives, and that's how you ultimately get to higher ground.
What I do know is most men grow old and they have regrets, and most of their regrets have to do with family. And if you don't have to go down that road, don't.
That's true. That's true. I mean, like
That's a fact, because you can't take back time, man.
That's a fact. So whoever the person is that raised the question, I think we all came to the consensus that within time, whether at least at my stance is, I think with time you'll be able to accept more, whatever you can accept or whatever, but you got to be in that turn. Listen, what I will say is you're the one with the problem. So you're going to have to be the one to fix it. You're going to have to be the one to take the first step.
Initiate a conversation. Right. Initiate a conversation first.
I think that if you're waiting on your son to make that leap, he already did the hardest thing in his life, which I'm sure was
he told you
in the first place. So that being said, now that he knows your stance on it, you're going to be the one. You have to be the one that initiates that healing, that takes the steps towards the relationship that you want. So you can't just sit back and let time go. If you're ready now, then make that call, send that text, do whatever you got to do to get it to where you want it to be.
Yeah, the trip thing.
In life, you gotta make a decision.
Now, flip side. What if now the son is so hurt by like the betrayal of him not being accepted?
Wait, Bosley. That's all sons worry about. That's number one.
I was just gonna say, like, sometimes once you push your son away too much, like now it's like, you know what? I already been through so many experiences in life without you, and I'm pretty good without you. So why do I have to accept you now?
Nah, but you see, but then that's
wait.
Because you already 42. Gave up. You already gave up on me. So now it's like basically you gave up on me, and now I have to live my life, right?
Right.
I feel like I'm qualified to rebut this real quick. Being 42 and my father leaving me when I was like 8, it does not matter how old we get. A son always looks for the acceptance from his pops. I don't care what nobody say. Even if you do something and say you did it better than him.
Bro. That's not true, bro.
I think the daughters come back.
Listen. Can I say one thing pertaining to what you just said, Green Eyes?
Too much pride.
what I will say about this, what I will say about it is what I said about the father. Now it's the son's turn. Now you hurt him to the point where he doesn't want you around. So now you have to allow him the space and the time to come around, because ultimately he loved you enough to share that with you, and I'm sure that was hard for him. So
right. Good
he
point.
comes back around.
Shout out Smolito. Good point.
And that's why
So
I
if
was
he comes,
saying time. That with time, it gotta
You
give people
always want your
time.
father acceptance. It does not matter what the situation is. Don't
Time
nothing mean
is
more
the
to you than
answer
your
to
father saying good
everything.
job.
Time is the answer to everything,
Yeah,
and
but
that's
that
what
don't
I'm
mean
telling
nothing
them.
if it's bad. If you're doing something wrong or something that's not acceptable, that you know that's not acceptable, your father could pat you on the back when you're gonna go rob a bank. That don't mean that you might not kill people in there, you might not take lives. He could still be proud of you. That
you
shit don't
do.
mean nothing if it's
Remember,
wrong.
with time
You
comes
always taking it
change.
and running left.
Time
What I
comes
Yeah.
meant
change.
is a son always wants approval from the dude he came from.
That's a
We're
fact.
not
But that's
talking
when
about
the
base.
man comes
We
up to
ain't
the
talking
plate and
about
says, "No, son, that's
Yo,
not the way."
Venezuela, you a batter or a pitcher?
he one of them.
Oh
No,
man.
cause
He
cause
feminine
now
as
y'all
hell.
accepting the gay thing in the hood, bro. When you was growing up, you know nobody was
I
accepting
First
that
of
think
because
you
all,
that
got
what
a
wasn't
real
cool. But now
problem.
you
you
want
gonna
to
beat him up?
accept
You
it.
got a
You
What you
problem
want
gonna
your
do,
because
son to
Venezuela? You gonna
accept
beat
it,
him up?
you
basically, right?
gay.
No,
What
but
you
you
gonna do,
telling me you
Venezuela?
want
You
your
gonna beat him
son to
up?
accept the gay friend. You want your son to
You
Venezuela, are
accept
gay.
a
you gonna
gay
beat him
friend.
up?
You gay, Venezuela,
No,
and
I'm
that's
gonna
why
tell
you
my
don't
son to
probably
stay
with
away.
gay people.
Stay away
What
from him.
you gonna chase him out the hood?
No, I'm gonna tell him. Tell my
You gonna
son
Venezuela.
catch the
stay
charge?
away from
Venezuela.
him.
Hey, yo, hold on.
Venezuela.
I got a good one. Y'all got a good spin on this one. Venezuela, you just gave me a good thought for a spin. Now check it. For the guys out here who got sons already, who have a straight son. You know what I mean? Thank God it worked out in your favor. Now, what if your son has a gay friend? He's trying to tell
I
you
was
he's
just
not gay. He's not
bossy.
gay. Listen, bro,
I
just
was
listen
just
for a
about to
second.
talk about that.
Cool,
Yo,
calm down, listen.
listen, y'all.
What if he's saying he has a gay friend? Now,
Bossy.
he's telling you he's not gay,
But he
but
got a gay
he
friend.
wants his gay friends to sleep over and things like
Ah,
that.
right.
How
Hold
are you
on.
gonna take that?
Yeah, that's see
I
now
would I
you
would try to explain to him that not all friends is good. Just like your parents did to you when you had a friend that was doing something extra.
oh,
They
wait,
try
hold
to
on,
get you
bro.
to
Hold
stay
on,
away
bro.
from him.
Hold on, bro. So now his friend
He
ain't good
took it
because
left.
wait, hold on, bro. So wait, now his friend ain't a good friend just because he's gay?
Don't scream.
Yeah, bro. You know how that go when you was
Wow.
young. Your parents didn't have to tell you why. You just
listen,
knew they just didn't
Chill
want
out.
that. They didn't have to
bossy.
explain it to you. They was your parents. They didn't have to
Hold
sit there and pat you on the back and touch your
And as
coochie
a
and explain
kid,
to you
you
why
went
you
and
don't
did
need
shit
that.
your parents told you not to, right?
bossy. Well, to the
I
panel.
tried to be somebody good in life. Yeah, I tried to.
No, I ain't
I
asked you that.
tried to.
As a kid, when your parents told you not to, you did it anyway, right?
I don't know
Listen,
what
Moving
you
on.
said, bro. You sound
listen,
old, bro.
listen.
I can't
I
hear
just
old people that long, bro.
I
I
just
can't hear
wanna
young dumb niggas.
I just wanna I
Dead
just wanted
ass,
to
my
I
nigga.
can't hear young dumb niggas. Because anytime your parent never told you not to, you went and did it. I don't care who you are
Yo, my
and where you
nigga,
from.
listen,
yo, old head.
He
Smoke
said,
a cigarette and
yeah,
chill out for a second.
definitely.
Come on, my
listen.
nigga. You
You
mad
need to
aggressive. You about to catch a
stop
heart
and
attack.
listen.
It's 1 in the
Hey, hold
morning.
on. Can I
Chill.
say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Wait, I just want to say this, right? I agree with that opinion that all sons look for their fathers, for their opinion is golden to your son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now,
They fronting on me
let's
like I'm lying though.
Yo,
huh?
hold on, one at a time, cause this is like,
My fault.
So
that's
let's just
okay.
say, God forbid, right? Let's just say going back to top. Let's just say, God forbid, you don't accept him, right? And then let's say he commits suicide after that. Now, how you gonna feel?
Awful.
Wow,
You
I
don't
ain't
feel
even
awful.
think about it like that.
But look,
Exactly.
what I wanted to say about what Bosley raised, and listen, can we agree on one thing? The parents should be the strongest influence in your life. So what I'm saying is, like, no
Or at
matter if
least your first, influence.
but yeah, but they should also be your strongest. So your father and
That's not
mother
always
should not
true,
be.
but
They
continue.
should not be. They should not be. Wait, no, I'm not saying.
Depends on who you look up to.
I'm not. Listen,
Hold
no, no,
on,
no.
let him go, let him
I'm
go.
not saying. I'm not saying that ultimately the kid is gonna look at him, because I come from the streets, and I didn't look. I should have looked at my father, in a different light, but I looked at other people in a
Right.
different light, and it led me to other places. But that being said, your strongest influence, or you want to be your strongest influence in your child's life. So, like I said the other night, listen, if you watch Scarface, and you stand next to your pops and you see all the violence and all the crazy shit that's going on, your pops should fucking at the end of the movie, even after y'all saying, yo, that's a good movie, he should explain to you that being said, that's not the way to live life. You should always be the person to tell your kid, listen, yeah, that friend right there, he ain't whatever. And you gotta, at the end of the day, when the kid walks out the door, he's gonna do what he wants to do, but you just hope that you instilled enough knowledge and morals in him that he knows the right from wrong, and that he takes that to the street with him, because you can't be with your kid 24/7. He's gonna go to school.
You just gotta have faith.
So you just want to be the strongest influence in your kid's life.
I agree.
And if your influence is strong, your kid will want to do what you tell him because you're his hero. Unless y'all didn't have heroes when y'all was growing up. Unless y'all don't know what that's about. Then that's different.
That's just you.
The standards, because sometimes if you don't meet the standards, like just because you my father, if you didn't raise me, if you didn't love me, if you didn't protect me, if you wasn't there for me, why should I call you my father?
Of course, that's that. You wasn't a father to me.
Right.
Listen,
which means you tend to look at the dude
to see
who you look up to.
homosexual things. And for your son to see homosexual things around, somebody will have to allow that, like some parents, right? Somebody will have to see something like that and take it on the high.
It's on TV.
That's not true.
It's on the internet. It's everywhere. You don't have to. You can't block it now. Whenever you
yes, you could, bro. You know your iPhone. They have a child proof, right?
Nigga, it's on the Wii channel. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, VH1.
It's on the Wii channel, nigga.
Listen, bro.
VH1, I don't know.
What you talking
my
about?
son don't watch that shit, bro.
Listen,
my son, he don't watch that shit. Bro.
Venezuela.
Your son is gay.
I said earlier, it's Venezuela. It's even in cartoons.
This shit about you.
It's even in cartoons now. Hey Arthur had an episode where two of the male characters got married. So it's no escape.
Yo, my bro. But does your son turn the TV on himself? Does he pay for that himself? Does he control all that
himself? What are you talking about?
Or is it you buying the television? Is it you paying for that?
I don't know how they do it in Venezuela, but in America, yeah, the kids watch their own TV. They be on the internet. They do all type of different shit. I'm speaking from
but you a grown man. You's a father. What you mean the kids? What you mean? What you just said to me as a grown man that the kids?
You on the internet? Your kid there watching porn right now.
My nigga, my child is.
While you running your mouth on the internet, your kid there watching porn right now.
My son's been.
What are you talking about? You ain't watching your kid while you up here running your mouth. So what the fuck is you talking about?
Old head, you see?
No, young head, dumbass.
Nigga, because you old, you about to die. There's nothing I can say to you.
Right now,
you's halfway dead.
Young dumb niggas.
You was halfway dead, my
dumb niggas.
When I'm on the upside, you're probably dead. So me and you, we good, my nigga.
Yo, first of all,
Gucci.
Your girl, nigga, just trying to make kids with. You're gay.
I get what you're saying, though, bro. You're not gonna be there all the time to see everything your son is watching. But then I get what you're saying. As the father, you should be able to control what your kid is watching and doing whatever they're watching on TV.
Because he should be watching it with you, right? Spending time with you, right?
Yeah, then you
should be there watching the television like a dumbass kid. He should be with you.
Sometimes
you sound stupid.
It's sometimes me and my son have a great bond, and it's sometimes he don't want to be around me, bro. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if he was around a gay neighbor, you would take him somewhere else, right? You wouldn't let him just be around a gay neighbor just because there's nothing to do.
What is wrong with this dude? Where your scenario come from?
You said what is he doing?
Y'all living in the hood, y'all saying this.
All of a sudden, you took your son to a gay neighbor. That's what you did.
Come on, bro. You got more jokes than intelligence or what it is, bro.
You're not intelligent at all.
Playing games with your old ass.
Yo, let me ask you a question. How'd your son get with a gay neighbor all of a sudden?
No, wait, hold on, bro, because you say...
Yo, bossy, you got a grown man talking about a little kid or children being gay and fucking them. You hear what this old ass nigga saying on your channel, right? Do you hear that?
Who said that?
It don't look good. It don't look good.
You understand how stupid and fucking dumb you sound.
How'd your son get with a gay
things
neighbor?
About children, when you saying things about children on the internet, be very intelligent, because you sound real stupid.
Y'all call me
Hold on.
Y'all call me in here. Check it. Now look, I told y'all, this is for this gentleman to hear the different opinions. He's trying to make sure he ain't crazy, that he's not going crazy in his head, because he's really having some inner turmoil behind missing his son and realizing that he's the cause of their relationship to be the way it is because it's something he wasn't willing to accept. So he wants to hear other people's opinions. So of course, I'm not going to stop gun-toting Democrat from speaking his mind, regardless if I agree or not. Regardless of how harsh it sounds to certain people, you got to understand this is a harsh topic. It's very touchy, but it's real.
It's a fact.
If you let Venezuela tell it, he blaming the father for the son being gay.
Salute to the cafe, man. Salute to the cafe. Support.
No, I'm applauding the father.
No, if
I'm
you let
standing on
Venezuela
something.
tell it, if you let Venezuela tell it, he blaming the father. It's the father's fault.
No, you're not listening, old man. Put the hearing in your ear. I'm applauding the father for not accepting that. And if there's consequences,
Venezuela, his argument is it's the father's fault because he ain't watch him enough. And that is not the case.
and if there's consequences to not accepting your son being gay, then you should applaud that man. You should support that man for being stand up and being, you know what? I didn't like that. I didn't like that for my son, for my blood. I didn't like that. And that's okay. You should applaud him. If he's confused and he has second thoughts, you should clear him on his second thoughts and tell him, no, you did the right thing, bro. You did the right thing. You know, you did the right thing. And you have people, you have family members around you to support that idea that you did the right thing, that we is not accepting that in this family, in this neighborhood, in this community, in this society. Because we don't want no more.
So what do
right?
they do? They go hide. They go hide, be in the fucking closet, and then you run into your son on a back block doing some dumb shit, right?
But that's not my fault. That has nothing to do with me. Whatever that person does as a grown adult, that's on him in America. He's a grown man. If your son takes it in the ass in some alleys, that's on your son, bro. That got nothing to do with you. You're a grown man. Because you don't go to jail when your son commit crimes. So you're not gay by association.
Hey, yo, mute this nigga for a second so I can ask him something, Bossly. So you saying the son hide the shit, be in the closet with the shit, and you find out about it through the other niggas in the street? That what you saying?
You just said mute. You said mute.
I wasn't paying attention to you Oh, hey, but listen. Let me tell
You
you
a young dumb nigga, and you probably gay.
Listen. I wasn't paying attention at all.
Wait, let me say something though, bro. Let me say something real quick, right? Because everybody, at the end of the day, everybody got their own opinion on it, though.
Yeah,
so nobody's wrong.
Yo, but BX, wouldn't you support? Wouldn't you support somebody who's standing on his ground and not accepting stuff like that? Wouldn't you want to support that? What's wrong with
support? But that's what I'm gonna support my son regardless, bro. Regardless, that's what I'm saying.
Because there's certain stances that you don't support. So do you support a white supremacist on his stance because he's not budging? No, there's certain things that you don't support. And whatever, like just because a person is, listen, this dude is having mixed emotions about what he's going through right now. So obviously at one point he was standing on that stance, but now he's coming to another realization that maybe that stance is wrong and that he needs to change it. So not everybody just is closed-minded and says, well, this is what it is and I'm just going to stand on it. Because certain things you have to do that as a person, as a man, you have to stand on certain things. But this is something that's near and dear to his heart. It's his son. So he's having second thoughts about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if he comes to the ultimate realization and saying, like you say, listen, I can't get over it and I'm not gonna go back on what I said, then that's his choice. But if he's choosing to go another route and saying, you know what, my love for my son is greater than my hate for what he chose, then that's something different too. You got to respect the dude from where he's coming from.
The fact we even having this conversation lets me know that he's having second guesses about the choice he made already. The fact we even having this conversation makes me believe he believes he made a wrong decision. Because if you stand on something, you don't go back and revisit it for nothing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what men do, right?
Shut up.
That's what men do.
Nigga say you a bitch.
Yo, Green Eyes. Last time I checked, old niggas don't scare nobody. Don't scare nobody. Because if it was like that, you'd be scared of your pops, but you will beat your pops up if you get a line, right?
Nah, I never put hands on my pops.
I don't know about that.
Stop that. Don't scare nobody.
I don't know about all that.
Because old niggas,
dumb.
There's two things an old nigga don't want to do. He don't want to go to the hospital and he don't want to go to jail. So
it's two things a young nigga don't want to do. Wear a condom and realize he got an STD. Fuck you talking about?
I got my wife, my nigga. I had my wife for like
Fuck you
10
talking
years.
about? Y'all want to wear a condom or realize you got an STD?
Listen, when you were
What you
getting
talking about?
divorced with your husband, I've been married.
Yo, what's up? Everybody cam up, man. Cam up. Show your face. Y'all talking spicy. Show your face, man. Y'all talking real spicy. Show your face.
I'm gunto.
Everybody cam up, man. That's a fact.
Or get out.
Come on. What's the word? What's the word? Everybody cam up. Venezuela. Cam up. BX, cam up.
He ain't gonna cam up.
Cam up. What the fuck?
We ain't asked for your bitch, nigga.
How about that? How
He a
about that,
hoe.
nigga? What you came up with your boyfriend?
We ain't
Came
asked
up
for
with
a
your
hooker.
boyfriend, nigga. Stop.
We ain't asked for a hooker. We asked for you.
What was that?
We ain't asked for a hooker.
Yo, Venezuela, what was that?
That's my wife.
A tranny.
Yeah. Oh shit.
He
gonna flash a tranny and act like he did something.
Crazy though. I ain't know what the fuck was that. I thought it was like a fucking,
Yo, how old are you? Like 60? And you're alone? Ooh. Yo, your son must be mad at you for
shout
being
out to
alone.
BX
My
for
dick.
camming up.
Damn.
Yo,
Fuck
D
you.
one more time.
Yeah,
Cam
you
up.
mostly already know.
Cam
You know what I
up,
mean? I'll be
man.
pulling up.
Everybody
You already,
cam
bro.
up.
Hey, yo, BX, where you from, yo? Where you from?
I'm from the BX.
But where,
My
nigga, the
why would you
BX, it could
ask
be
where
like
you
207,
from?
nigga.
Oh,
What you
I'm from
talking about?
I'm from 149th and 3rd Ave. You heard?
We don't
Trinity.
Oh,
see
nah, yeah,
BX right
you in the
there.
danger zone, bro. The
Hey,
cops be
tell the
all around your
BX,
shit, bro.
right there. Why would you ask
Man,
where
we
he
switching
from?
the subject. That nigga
Yeah,
Venezuela ain't
BX
show
in
his
the
face.
building.
Yo, that nigga stupid. That nigga said where he from. And that shit
That nigga
stupid.
Venezuela ain't show his face.
Yo,
Yeah,
BX, if you want to come to the hub, bro, you're going to take the 2 or the 5, and
Don't
you're going to
switch the
get off at
subject,
West
nigga. Show
Palm.
your face. Don't switch
And
the
you're going to walk
subject.
downstairs,
Face.
you're going to cross the street, and there's 2 projects
Hey,
there.
BX,
Go
ask
to
him to
the
show
left
his
side,
face.
Yo,
you heard?
BX, he think
The
he's
left
from
side.
183rd. He thinks.
Oh, word. He might be. You never know.
Hey,
Ask
yo,
him to show
listen.
his
Hey,
face,
yo, let me
man.
tell you something. Venezuela, you a lying
Yeah.
piece of shit. I know you've been to jail before. I know you at least been to Rikers Island before. You talk like a dumb nigga. I actually sat back and analyzed you this whole live today. Feeling you out. Listening to you more than anybody else.
Yo, don't be
And you
looking
talk
at
like a
me
jail
like
nigga.
that,
The
man.
words that you
I don't
use,
like
the
that.
way that you say you heard, you know, that's that Rikers Island shit. Respect. It's the truth. You a New York jail nigga for sure.
Yo, boss, you know why I do that to niggas? Because half the niggas that you be talking to on this shit, half of these niggas ain't about nothing. Ain't
Talk
about
your shit.
nothing,
Talk
bro.
your
Nah,
shit.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying they soft or nothing. I'm just saying that a lot of these niggas,
They
they just
bugs.
repeating the shit that they heard on the internet. But for them niggas to really be outside and be neutral, I'm talking about, nah, you don't want to be with them, you don't want to be with them, but you cool with them, and you
Look,
grew up with them.
you
Show
three
your
was
face and shut
that
up.
shit three was that was on the island with me, nigga.
Yo, show your face. Yo, Venezuela,
I
what's
will
up?
never bang, my nigga. You know why I don't bang? Because I'm from the Bronx. Why I need to bang if I'm from the Bronx? You know how many
Yo,
niggas is in the
shout out
Bronx?
BX,
to
he gonna
Small
keep talking not
Negroes,
to show
brother,
his
for
face, bro.
camming up.
Show
Shout
your
out to
face,
BX for
bro.
camming up. Shout
Show
out
your
to
face.
BX all the
Show
time
your
for
face,
camming up.
bro.
yeah, Bronx in the
Show your
building, though,
face,
man.
bro.
Show your face,
Come on,
nigga.
don't screenshot me, bro. Don't be
Whole
on
ass
that gay
nigga.
shit, bro.
Talking
If
spicy.
He's
if
a
you talking
capper.
spicy, you gotta
He's a
show your face.
capper. He's a
If that's
capper.
a fact, if you talking spicy, you gotta
I
show
ain't
your face.
that whole
Okay,
ass nigga.
okay.
There you go.
Yo, his
Okay.
words,
Dile hi,
his words
dile
don't
hi.
even match his
That whole
Dile
voice.
ass
así,
nigga.
His
There you go.
words don't even match his voice.
dile así. Tell him like this.
Screenshot. You whole ass nigga.
The shit he was saying don't even match his
Ajá, dile
face.
así.
The shit he's saying don't even matter. Exactly, Bossly.
No, I said that. I said that. Green eyes.
The nigga said his face.
Yo, bossy, tell me
Well,
this,
let
yo.
me
Tell
give
me
your
this.
bossy the credit. I said
Hold
that.
up. Yo, Green Eyes, hold on. Yo, bossy, did you have to become gang when you went to jail? Did you have to?
Hell no.
So why did you?
I didn't, man. I was neutral for a couple months and then I turned gang. You didn't have to be, you don't have to be at all.
You don't have the authority to ask that question.
Nah, but it's an open question. I know that you
I'm
been
saying,
It's
relax,
okay. We in
bro.
the cafe.
Price
We in
check.
the cafe.
Relax.
It's all good, I guess.
Yo, let the other man speak. Let the man speak, bro. He's tough. He could do this.
All right, go ahead, Bosley. Handle him.
Nah, I already said
So,
what I had to
bossy,
say.
hold up. If your younger brother was going down the same path you went under,
I already
would you
gave
be?
advice to do better
Oh,
because
this
you're supposed to
the
work better
Mm.
interrogation room.
for
I see.
yourself. Nah. Yo, bro, come on. It's open forum. Let him ask his question so I can eat that shit alive. Come on.
Copy.
Yo, boss, you know what be going on with these niggas is that when they under pressure, they not used to thinking, to slowing it down and be like, oh, hold on. These niggas just get anxious and y'all niggas is on women time. Just chill, bro. Chill out, bro. Take it easy.
Bugged out, man.
Even my girls looking at y'all like, damn, these niggas is emotional. So listen. So the fact.
Ask your girl, she jacking my
Ask your
bop.
girl, she like me.
Nah, my
jacking
girl.
boss
Let me
nigga.
tell you something about my girl. She don't like nobody. That's not me. You heard?
I guarantee
Let her
Liar.
answer that though.
She see these
I'm
eyes, she
saying.
gonna fall in love.
Nah.
Listen,
Believe
let
me.
her answer that though.
Niggas with long hair,
Respectfully.
she's already knowing that they no good. Cause you could get slapped up and dragged. You heard? She already know.
Who?
Well,
It's
Oh,
like
here we go.
Who?
niggas who wear long hair be the same niggas who wear flip flops.
Nigga,
That go hand in hand,
a
nigga.
nigga never touched
Yo.
So you never fought, my nigga. Cause how you
Nigga
got
never
long
touched
hair?
my face. Never.
You got long hair and glasses, my nigga.
Nigga ain't
How you
never
doing
touched
that?
my face. You heard?
Come on, bro.
You heard?
And glasses,
Yo.
You heard?
long
nigga said
hair.
I'll
in
pull up.
glasses.
I'll pull up.
Yo.
Come on, my
Talk
nigga.
to him, Green Eyes.
Yo. Ain't no nigga in the Bronx is serving
You
nobody
gotta
with
turn your
glasses
sound up,
on.
Green
We
Eyes.
ain't even gonna give him no credit because you know that's giving him a little fan base and all
Yo,
that.
BX. How many niggas you know in the Bronx with long hair and glasses serving niggas?
All of them niggas,
Name them.
nigga. Fuck you
I ain't
talking
gotta
Name
about?
be a
them.
dealer. I ain't gotta be a drug dealer. Why I gotta be a drug dealer?
This dude is
I gotta
Oh,
be a
ignorant.
drug
I'm a
dealer. I
YouTuber
gotta
just
be
like
a
you,
drug
then,
dealer
right?
to be gangster. That don't make sense.
Nah. I don't know, bro. What's your
No,
occupation
but
then?
say what you meant because I didn't understand that.
Nah, what I meant to say is like if
Mean
y'all
what you
all rep the
say and say
gangster,
what you mean,
if you all rep the gangster shit, would you want your second generation to follow that, or would you be like, yo, it's enough,
bro.
it's
Where's your
enough?
son at?
My son is sleeping. I told you, he's been sleeping for
Watching
6 hours.
tranny porn.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
come on, bro. Nah, don't do that, bro. Don't violate niggas' seeds, bro. Y'all
No, I
wild.
said
You
I was.
see, I don't want to. I ain't trying
Bro,
to do
y'all.
none of
I was
that,
gonna
The
bro.
say
And
point of
he's
me
an old
saying that
nigga.
is,
You heard? And he's an
he
old
don't know
nigga.
what his son doing. He up here.
You heard? He's an old nigga saying
yo,
stupid
Demon
shit like
Time.
that.
How
He
So
old are
don't
you,
know what
Demon
his son
Time?
doing because he up here.
How old are you? Because he keeps saying you old.
I'm 42. How the fuck I'm old? I'm old enough to
oh
fuck
my
his
You not
girl and his
old.
god,
mama.
That's
and
not
you don't
Oh,
know
old.
enough not to talk about children.
I'm old enough to fuck his girl and his mama and have him put his black bag on the curb. That's how old I
Yeah.
am, nigga.
You
Shit,
gonna put your
shit.
teeth in? Yo, before you do that, would you put your teeth in, or
I'm
you gonna
old
do it
enough.
on
I'm
your
old
gums?
enough to have your mama take her teeth out and show me what she made of. That's how old I
My
am,
nigga,
nigga.
when you put a bandana on, do you put it with your gums in or your
Fuck you
gums out?
talking about? I'm old enough to outrun you and then turn around and whoop your ass. That's how old I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like an old nigga
That's
joke
how
from
old I
back in the
am.
days.
I'm old enough to have man weight and wear jeans that actually have an inseam where I can get a shotty in it. Fuck you talking about?
Come on, my nigga. You know he's old, bro. What you what you got? What you got? Sean John jeans still in your closet, nigga?
Ain't
The
you an
fuck is
idiot?
wrong with you?
You a dumb nigga.
You still
You
got the
don't argue
fat on
about clothes.
tracksuit, right?
What you
With the
own?
pockets in the side.
Show me something that you own. Fuck clothes. Fuck shoes. Fuck a car.
Show
Show
me
me
your
some
teeth
land.
that you own. That your
Show me
real
some
teeth
land.
in your mouth, not the
Show
shit
me
that you
some
take out,
land.
nigga.
You ain't got no land, nigga. You live with your
Yeah.
bitch and y'all both on a monthly. Shut the fuck up.
So on the real shit, your green eyes, The real
Yeah,
shit
nah,
is
show
the
the
And
real
your
boss,
shit
bitch
is
look like,
yo,
and
show
your
the
bitch
Boston
trash.
Cafe
Don't
Upgrade.
try
some
to switch.
respect, man.
Don't
Show
try
the
to switch
Boston
the
Cafe
subject.
some respect, man.
You try to switch the subject. Try to talk to me. Hand me
nah,
that.
but on the
Hand me
real shit,
that hand before everything.
everybody up here. One thing we all have in common: you don't want your son to be gay, right?
No, absolutely
No.
That's
not.
not
Oh,
the aim, no.
all right,
All right,
and
so
you
we
don't
all
want your
agree
son
on that.
around gay people, right?
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
no
say that.
control over that.
Not gonna say that. Yeah, you're going too far now, bro. You're going
Yeah,
too
you're
I have
far.
going
no
too
control
far,
over that.
bro. You're taking it to another direction.
I'm
I
saying,
mean, if
listen,
you can
listen, listen.
control the
Hold on,
situation, if you
hold
You
can
on,
can't.
control it,
That's
hold
not a good
on.
question.
Wait.
Move
So
on.
hold on. So you being a heterosexual male, are you scared of the fact that if you're around a gay nigga, he gonna turn you gay? Are you gonna get turned out by
no,
being
you
around a
know,
gay
if I
person?
was around a gay person, you know what I would do? I would stand up and leave, like a man. I would be like, yo, excuse me, can you get out the way? And
Wait, so
I
wait,
would
hold
walk
on, wait,
away.
stop.
Now that's disrespectful now, bro. Cause I
Hold
know
up.
some gay niggas that'll bang you out.
Oh, nah, I don't hang around gay
With
niggas,
a
so that's
dress
on
on.
you, DX.
Drag you in some red bottoms, nigga. Fuck you talking about.
I never chilled around a bunch of tough gay niggas. Sorry, I'm not trying to be around
You
that.
ain't been to jail then. Move on.
Oh, you could have that then. Have fun. You must have had mad fun. That was your type of shit,
He
right?
said you
I
You
don't
had
was
know
all
about all
down.
that. See, you going too
You
far
was
again.
you,
See, that's
you
you
was
young
down with
niggas
the
with your
cell, right?
imagination.
You
That's you
heard?
young
You was
niggas.
down with the cell, right? You was
That's
all
you young
down,
niggas.
right? You was
That's you
holding
young
it
niggas.
down,
I
right?
bet you had a top bunk. I bet you a top bunk, nigga.
Nah, man,
Yeah,
I never went
silence,
that
nigga.
far in
I
jail,
bet you a
bro.
top bunk, nigga. Shut the
You heard?
fuck
I
up.
got bailed out, my
I
nigga. I
bet you
never
a
went
top
that
bunk,
far.
nigga. You sound like a top bunk, nigga.
Yo, my nigga, 12 grand to the lawyer.
You
It's not that much,
sound like
bro.
a top bunk, nigga. Stop talking to me.
Yeah. So you
Sheesh.
will allow gay people around your son, basically.
You
Wait, can
can't
I say
say
something about
that.
that? Wait, hold on. Can I say something real quick, right?
Carry on, Joe.
carry on.
So what's your beef with your son being around a gay? All right, my son is 8 years old, right? So what would be the problem with him having a 8-year-old male friend that was gay?
Bro, because you understand all
Yeah, I
that
want to
shit
chime
can
in. That's way
confuse
too
him.
young. He
Because if
definitely
your
shouldn't
son
play.
is around criminals or around murderers or around people who eat people, he might do it. He just might at that age.
But
He's
listen to this
innocent
though,
enough
bro,
to
right?
try it.
Nah, understand that though, bro. Like, if he's hanging around people that are indulging in, criminal activity or something like that, or getting in trouble, or getting kicked out of school at that age or something, then that's different. Because at that point, they might be leading your son down the wrong path. But what is
Exactly. And
just because?
what
But
if
hold
it's not
on, bro.
different to you?
Hold on though. Just because his friend is gay, how is that leading him down the wrong path? That 8-year-old friend that he had is gay might be the silentest dude. You feel me, bro? That got him on the right track. You know what I'm saying? He just gay.
Yeah,
Here go
but
a
your
better
son is
question.
not
Who's
old
to
enough
say the
to
gay
know that.
nigga
You
interested
as
in
an
that your son in
adult,
the first place?
your son is not old enough to know
Oh,
that.
I
You
ain't
as
ask
an
you that.
adult know that he's not ready for that. You as
How
an
do you
adult are
know?
mentally prepared. You are mentally
Every
prepared
gay
to know
nigga
that your
know one
son
thing,
might
bro.
get
What the
confused.
fuck is
He
wrong with
might
you?
get confused. So you wouldn't want to put your son in that spot at that age, right? He's gonna run into it in society. So why wouldn't
Your
you
son don't
shield
know
him
better.
from those
Your
type of
son don't know
things?
better. Your son don't know better. He don't
Come
know
on,
better.
bro. You think a 6-year-old knows
He
what
don't know
gay is?
better.
You think he knows?
Yo,
You
I
think he
know at
knows?
6, I was looking at breast. I don't know what the fuck you was doing, but I was looking at breast. I was looking at titties. I was looking at shit that I
At
didn't have. That's
6-year-olds, you
how I
was
knew
looking
that
at
I was
breasts.
doing the right thing. It didn't
So
have what I had.
in kindergarten, you was trying to bag bitches. That's what you
In
supposed to say.
kindergarten, I was trying to hit the teacher. Nigga, fuck wrong with you?
Oh, I'm gonna
Sheesh.
take you serious now. Yeah.
I was looking at
Nigga, he's
motherfucker.
a
I was
man.
looking at the girl mother. Fuck wrong with you?
My son was trying to get some head start for real.
Yeah. So he was trying to touch little kids young.
You dumb. Who said that?
So you
Nah,
were always trying to touch
bro, you
kids,
were
basically.
taking this
Hey,
shit.
stupid. When I was 5 years old, I was trying to touch my teacher. She was older than me. I don't know where you trying to go with this, but this is why you young.
You said he
Oh,
came
and
home
you
with
just
what?
happen to remember all that. You don't know your kids' names, but you remember all that when you was 5,
I
right?
don't have kids, dummy.
Oh,
Oops.
so what the fuck are you even up here for?
Because I raised other bitches' kids, dummy.
My God, bro. I'm
Not for
out.
nothing. I raised more kids that's probably older than... Yo, I got a kid your age. Tell them I'm not their father. Go ahead. Tell them. I dare you. Move on.
Yeah, I'm done.
Pull up in that demon on guard.
That dude is crazy, man. That dude is the definition of a troll, though.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, but like I said, he always spice it up. So sometimes when it get dull, I add him, let him do his thing.
Nah. Like I said, you know what? And it served the conversation right, because you wanted to see everybody's angle and perspective. So it's not wrong with him, voicing his opinion. you know. But he's he's coming from an ignorant place. It is
Yo,
what it
it's
is.
the way he voicing them. It's malicious intent.
Yo, hold up, Boston. What was your opinion on it? I didn't even hear it. What you had to say about all that?
Who's?
This shit breaking up. I didn't hear what he said.
No, I said, what was your opinion on that? How you felt about it?
Oh man, I was
Yo,
trying to get the mute off. Yeah, I chimed in on it. Which part are you talking about? Which part did I chime in on?
Oh, no,
Because
I
I
hear
felt
you,
like, all
bro.
right, you
About
said
that.
about the 8-year-old kid. The 8-year-old kid comment.
Yeah.
I let that one kind of linger because I don't even know how I felt about that question. Because at 8 years old, I don't even think an 8-year-old knows if they're gay or not. But now, if he did, I damn sure wouldn't want him around my 8-year-old because he's too damn grown to be around another 8-year-old who doesn't know what grown is and is still easily impressionable. I
like,
still think at that age, you still have to make certain parental advisory decisions. You feel me? Like, they're not ready to make that type of decision. I still
see,
think 10 is a little still too young to determine if you want to hang around a gay friend of your own. You might not even be paying attention to his sexuality to even realize that he's gay or a little feminine.
it's
You know, because us as adults, we might see it
Yeah, you just
first.
think he like pink.
But
Then you find out nigga is pink. You're like, oh, fuck.
nah, but
You don't know. You can't tell. That's why I say I don't judge. I don't condone it, but I don't judge.
Exactly.
I mean, like the whole Dwayne Wade situation. Y'all know about that situation with his son, right?
Didn't he have him go through with a sex
Nah,
change
tell
though?
us.
Basically, Dwayne Wade's son and Gabrielle. I think it's the kid that he got with Gabrielle Union. He his son pretty much dresses as a girl. I put the shit on my Facebook, and his son got his good. He wear dresses. He do all that shit, and he's only, I don't even know how, he can't be more than 10, 11 years old, somewhere around there. Maybe even a little younger. Now that's extreme for me. That's like, you know, I agree with you, Bossy. At that age, you shouldn't be. I don't think you're mentally prepared to make that decision, or even, you shouldn't even really know that decision is, like, you know, you should just be at 8 years old. You should be an 8-year old. You shouldn't be thinking about 18-year-old things in your life. You know what I mean? You should just be able to be running around being a little kid at that point, and not be faced with these crazy ass, you know, conversations, topics, and decisions. And that's why I said, like, you know, the way that the world is right now, there's no escaping it for a kid, because it's in their face constantly, whether they turn on the TV, the internet, or however. It's always being put in their face that this is something that, you know, whatever. And to me, it's not right, because you should let kids be kids. And when they grow up and they figure out who they are, that's when they're able to make a conscious decision on what the fuck they like and what they don't like.
I respect
I
that.
agree. I
I
agree.
respect that.
I also want to add to that we kind of went left when we gave our kids choices.
True.
What you mean, bro?
Elaborate on
Explain.
that.
Yeah, explain, bro. I
Back
don't
in my
understand
day,
that.
all right. Back in my day, nigga, we eating chicken. Okay, that's it. Ain't no fucking okay. You chicken, turkey. No, nigga. We all eating chicken. Like, we didn't have options. It was do what the fuck you was told. Somewhere along the line, we start compromising. We
Now,
start lessening on the ass whooping. Start making them stand in the corner. I'm waiting till your father come home so he can get to you. And then things kind of took a left turn, and then people started having more freedom to do things they weren't supposed to do.
you see,
Did that
but
add to this? Probably not. I know the TV became the babysitter. Once the TV became the babysitter, shit went fucked up.
right.
Okay? Anybody can say whatever they want to your kid. You ain't got no control. Even if you do, like, say you're a good parent and you do get a phone and you go on the phone and you set all the little dials for non-parental and curse words and that. Kids are smart enough to go look and see how that shit is done. Undo that shit. Okay? Look what the fuck they looking at, and then put it back.
Yo,
And when you
bro,
come there and
that
check,
shit shot. My daughter's not even 2 years old. She picks what she wants on Netflix. I open the Netflix app and give her the remote. She picks what she wants to watch, and she's not even 2 yet.
That's a fact.
see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, they more advanced.
Yo,
Like,
salute
and people
everybody.
always say, My kid is smarter than me. You know why your kid's smarter than you? Because he got access to technology you didn't. Okay?
Right.
If carry on.
Nah, but I was gonna touch on what you just said about being a kid and you know coming up in the you're a little bit older than me, but I feel what you're saying. It was you know whatever was for dinner was for dinner. We not doing this one for you and one for you and all the other
Yeah,
shit.
we didn't have that.
But listen, but that being said, there's nothing wrong with evolving in parenting. You know what I mean? And the times dictate that. You know, so back then, you know, that was considered right. But it's nothing wrong with incorporating a little bit of what you came up under and, you know, using that as a base for your parenting, but also adapting and using things that are available to you now. And maybe, you know, you resented maybe your mom and your pops for being so stern and just not taking your feelings into consideration, and it was there. So it's not to
With
say
that being said,
it's not to say that you have to bend to their will every time, but you know, it's not unhealthy to give your kids.
But you're not your kid's friend. And see, that's the problem.
that's the difference.
I agree with you, but there's a time and a place for everything. So when it's time to be a parent, and it's certain
No,
things
it's always time to be a parent. It's never a time and a place to be a parent.
Nah. See, but that's the stance. See, but that's what leads your kids to not trust you.
That's my opinion. You know what I mean?
And I get it, and I understand that. But would you rather your son or your daughter come to you in confidence and tell you something that's bothering them, or be scared of you because they're scared of how you're going to react because you're so stern with them all the time? Like,
well,
you gotta.
I feel like this.
Be a little bit
I was all inclusive. You can come tell me anything. I say, nigga, tell me now, because if I find out later, you're on your own. That's my motto.
But that being said, how many times? All right, like we all men here. We've been in relationships, and your lady will tell you, "Well, you could tell me anything," and the minute you tell her some shit, she flip on you. So you might.
That's your lady. I ain't falling for that. I'm talking about the kids.
I'm just
Queen's flip. That's called a Queen's flip.
What I'm saying is you might be saying all the right things, like, yeah, you could come to me, but your actions show them that if you come to me, you might get a bad response and not the response that you need in that second.
See, but here's the thing. You can't worry about my reaction. You got to come and bring it no matter what. Pause. That sounds crazy. But you got to show up and show out. This is not the time to decide. See, this is what the problem I got with the government. Don't decide what I can deal with. You put it on the table and then I either put it on my plate or I walk by.
What?
I understand what you're saying.
I didn't understand that.
In other words, give it to me straight. Don't decide what I can't handle. Don't decide. Don't tell a story and take out parts that you know going, no. You got to give it to me as a whole and let me deal with it in real time.
Oh, I'm getting what you're saying. Don't edit it. Just
don't edit it out for effect. Don't do that.
Right.
That's like when they run to you and say they and there's only one dude. Don't do that.
Okay,
right.
Okay.
I get that. But you know, sometimes when you being a parent, I think that it has to be a flexibility in it. That you're right. You have to be a parent all the time, but at the same time, I wouldn't want my kid to not be able to trust me or fear me. You know that what I'm gonna say or you know the reaction, and that's when people start seeking other people's ears. They go to the streets with it, and they go to people that will be more understanding, even though. You know what I mean? To the wrong person instead of coming to me. Like I want you to know that I'm your parent.
I agree.
You know, there's things that you know maybe I'm gonna have to shut you down on, and I'm gonna have to punish you, and I'm gonna have to be a parent in that moment. But I also want you to know that you can confide in me. You can come to me with your problems, and I'm not gonna judge you. You know.
But we don't have to be friends for that to take place. And see, a lot of relationships with mothers and kids are friendly. It's not friends. Like, you can't cuss around me without saying my bad. Oops, my fault. Like, that ain't what this is.
But they two females, so you gotta understand.
Yeah, but hold on. But you know, that goes into account, like what I was just saying. See, your kid is gonna be two different people. Now he's gonna come to you, and in your face, he's gonna be, you know, the kid of your dreams. But then his teacher calls and says, well, your kid is fucking terrorizing the class, and See, you don't know the other side of your kid. What I'm saying is,
but I know me.
The bad and the ugly. So I don't want to.
I know my stock. I know my stock, and I know what they said is true.
Yeah.
Like, we can't act like our kids are somehow not what are byproducts of ourselves. If you was an asshole, your kid's an asshole. Like, let's be for real now.
That's true.
Oh, come on, don't do that. Come on.
Nah,
Nah, I agree
I
with that.
disagree.
I agree with that. I
I
that's
agree.
disagree.
It has your tendencies. It's just
I
magnified
disagree.
times 3. You're your
Raise your hand
parent
if you
times 3.
disagree.
I disagree.
I don't,
It's
because
okay.
you
Write it
have.
in the comments. Do y'all agree or y'all disagree? Write it in the comments.
Nah, I
You
agree.
are your parent times 3,
I agree
personified.
because you
Whatever
have
your parent is lacking is what you have.
Wait, is this a proven fact or is this just what people say?
I'm just this is
What if
nigga
it's the
facts.
opposite?
This is
What if it's
nigga
what
facts.
you
Facts.
lacking,
That's
your
his
parents
facts.
have?
That's his opinion, but that's his facts.
Yeah, these are nigga facts. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion,
That's demon
I've
time.
always heard parents tell their kid, if I had your height, if I had your speed, if you see what I'm saying. So it's like
Oh, I see
you
what you saying.
are
They
a
be saying some
personification.
hate. They be saying some Haitian shit. Like they be like, "Damn kid, you don't even understand. Like I wish I had 20 more years in me." Like they be mad because you got more like life in you. Like you got more opportunity. Like some it's not all parents, but some parents
I
envy
get your point.
they some parents envy their child. Like especially females with their daughters. Sometimes it's like a
Yeah,
battle,
and
right?
fathers with their sons with height and weight
Yeah, and
and muscle.
Nah, it's true
the
though. It's
man
true.
when it comes to men, sometimes it's just like an ego thing. Like
Yeah.
it becomes like oh like yo
Old
is
lion, young lion.
right. Like you, it basically like they start to look at you like, yo, you
You're a
embarrassing.
threat. You gotta go. Get your own.
Yeah, exactly. But meanwhile, you just
That's like being a
want the
black
best for
sheep.
them and you love them. But sometimes, you could love people from a distance. It's better that way. Love them from close, of course, all the time. But sometimes with time, you got to give people space,
Yeah.
and
Space
that's how
healed too.
space and time and love and change, it all comes with evolving. So you just gotta, you know, speak your
And also,
piece,
ooh,
give real quick, give people your
my
knowledge,
bad.
and then you gotta disappear and then come back, see what people is listening and what people is not. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick, 2 seconds. One of my friends, I was motivating him to like, work out, read the proverbs and stuff like that. And I disappeared for like a year. And when I came back, he was bigger than me. So that's why I'm saying some people didn't listen. So the people who did listen to me, I know these are the people who I can actually, know I can trust with my life.
Mm.
And that's 100.
I can agree with you.
I appreciate it.
I'll
Nah, but you are your parents' kids. So yeah, you're right. You're gonna have certain traits of your mother. You're gonna have certain traits of your father. So that's a given. I mean, you're coming from their body, literally. So there's gonna be, at me looking at my son, sometimes I'll
But
be
you,
damn, you really my son, because he has certain things that I see of myself in him. My attitude, his sarcasm, the way that he carries himself,
Everything. Trust me.
right, right.
your
So
You see,
mannerisms.
you see
right,
things
exactly.
that he doesn't see because you the parent. So even if he's a baby coming, like it's a baby, it's a newborn baby, and the way the baby moves, like that's how you move, but you just older and but you see it, and people think you bugged out, and and you be like, yo, that was like that's me, like that's how I move
Of
around
course, and
and
that's why
stuff
I'm
like
saying that's
that.
what I think. Demon Time was talking about more or less that like
Right.
no matter what you got your father and your mother in you, and
That's my
and yeah,
point.
so you're gonna be like you said, if
Thank you.
you were an asshole in school, your son or
No
your daughter
demon
probably
time.
gonna
I
have.
never said I agreed or disagreed with you. I
No,
was
no, no.
just
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm
oh
happy that somebody
okay.
got what I was trying to say.
Nah, I got
Now
it
we get you.
completely
We
because
get you, bro. 100%, bro.
nah
We get
because
everybody on the channel. My
and
fault.
I get that because listen,
Salute to you.
I have
Salute to
I have
y'all.
my son is 18, you know what I mean? And he been I always used to get calls from his mother talking about his teacher. He's a class clown and all. I was the class clown. I was always interrupting class, getting thrown out of class, doing stupid shit. And
Fact.
that's what he did, and I didn't teach him that. I always told him right then, you better pay attention, you better do this, do that. But it's just in
It's
him.
in his
It's something that's
DNA.
yeah, it's just something that was in him, and it doesn't have to be taught. It's certain things that are just in you. So I get
Sarcasm.
what you're saying. Right, exactly. All that.
That's passed on through DNA. And another thing I wanted to add on with the father and the son that's going through this tumultuous situation, maybe space for the time up to this point was good because I know without space, you say things you can't take back.
Exactly.
So
That's what I
it's
was
time
saying.
missed, but it's things
Wait.
that you could have said that you can't get time back for nothing. So it's a plus no matter how you look at it.
Because sometimes you gotta give yourself time so you can know what to say. Like sometimes if you
Exactly.
just go by your emotion, you're gonna go crazy and go berserk. But if you just give it time, you probably could approach the situation in a better form.
Like, yeah, but see, but the question, even though it was a good question, and I understand where he's coming from, but we can't really know because we don't know the context of the question. Now
Exactly.
we don't know the falling out. Like, how did he handle it when he told him that? Did he spaz out? Did he curse
Was it
him out?
words? Did they
I'm
have
saying
words?
it had to be because they said they're strange now. Now they don't talk at all.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. But going back to what just was said by Demon Time, a lot of the times when you speak in anger, you say things that no matter what, it's always going to ring in that person's ear. Even after the forgiveness, even after everything, it's going
You
to be
can't take it back.
come back to that time, that statement that you made, and it's hurtful, and it's something that you can't get over. So sometimes falling back and just not
Thank you,
saying
bro.
less is more.
It's the
What I'm trying to
best
say is
thing.
less is more sometimes. So
Yeah.
Time, time could be it could be
Like they
an
say, you
advantage
remember the
or it
bad
could
more
be
than
a
the good.
downfall.
facts.
But as time goes, the bad fades away and all they remember is good. And why do I
Of
say that?
course.
Use a female. You could go through some bullshit with a female. Let left time go by. All she remembers is the good things you did with her, and you can hit it again
Yeah,
I
until
ain't
she
gonna lie,
remember how
I
you
just
a
remember
fuck
the
up.
bad shit.
Until she remember how you a fuck up and she cut your ass off again. But that time in between, all the fucked up shit you did to her dissipated. And when she
True,
seen you, she just
true.
remembered the good times.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Or it
Time.
could be the complete opposite, bro.
Sometimes until you get
True,
that
true,
big
Joe.
bitch, you can't get over shit.
True,
that's a
Joe.
fact.
Yeah,
That's
You
a
know what I'm
bro.
saying, bro? It could be the
It
complete
depends on
opposite.
the
You feel
level of
me?
the fuck up.
that's a
Yeah, you
fact.
right.
The level of the fuck up.
It depends on the level of the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? If you smashed it like a sister or something, nah, then you gotta let some years go. But like if you dipped off when it was red time, you know, well, I ain't never did that, but I'm just saying if you did, you know what I'm saying? Couple
Damn,
months
bro.
back in there.
You foul for that one, bro.
Nah, man, look, I'll
He
get it for
said
the house.
dipped
I
off
just
in
took the
rent
seasoning.
time.
Yo, you
Like
stupid.
I moved out and I took all the seasonings. I left the food.
Nigga stupid.
That's some jail shit.
You won't be seasoning your food tonight, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That woman thinks she got COVID, no taste, no
I took
nothing.
the backs
nigga,
off all her earrings. Yeah, you can wear that earring. You're gonna lose the earring, bitch. Like, just shit like
nigga
that.
said nigga
He,
said I took the adobo
he
and the
took the
Sazerac.
shoelaces off all the Jordans.
I took all the left shoes and left the right one. I did some fuck shit.
Subscribe to the cafe. Subscribe to the cafe. Hit that like button.
Facts,
But I
subscribe.
never left a female hungry because my pops did that to my mom. That's why I said it depends on how you was grown. Because if you was left by your father, you tend to stay around a little longer with your own. Because you know how that feel.
Well, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna
But
And
lie.
I'll
that's
I
be
heard
and
this
honest with
whole
y'all.
subject, but I ain't
Like
want to touch on it because I couldn't.
I, I'll be
like
Why?
honest with
like
y'all. Like y'all don't like. I like
I
to
just
chill
couldn't.
alone.
Like,
Like even if it's like family, and like I like to be alone sometimes. So it's like it's not that people. I'm not trying to be with you, but space is like give is needed for the adult and the son.
I'm saying,
Everybody needs space. People who
I
go
think
crazy.
competition got a lot to do with that space though. Because if you if you successful in your life, you don't give a fuck what your kid doing. The only time I seen the father have a problem with his son is when his son went further than him.
yeah, but that's a fucked up individual. Because for me, I want my son and my kids to do way better than me. I want them to look at me like I was, just the tip of the iceberg.
Like
I'm
the
doing,
blueprint.
you know, but that's a selfish person right there. Because you, as a parent, your job is to raise your kids to be better than you, be better than and let them know that the sky's the limit.
And
You don't
give
want
them everything you didn't
you
have.
don't want to put a cap on your kid's success. I don't want him to
So
say
wait,
there's only so high you can go. I don't want you to supersede me or put leave me in the dust. Nah, I want my son to be
so
greater.
hold on, bro, right? So if you didn't do that, did you fail as a parent?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you want these things as long as
No, I know. I'm just asking you a question. Like,
That's a good
do you feel
question.
like, you know what I'm saying? Did you feel as a parent, if, you know what I'm saying, your son gets older, he out here doing this, doing that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Did you feel
no.
as a parent?
No, I don't think you failed as a parent. As long as you know in your heart you did the best that you can. Now, people are gonna. God created free will, so people are gonna do what they want regardless. Like I said before, you want to be the best influence in your kid's life, but that's not always the case. Sometimes, no matter
Yeah.
how good you do, he's gonna walk out that door. She's gonna walk out that door and see something that she wants more, or is
Mm-hmm.
more appealing to her. So
That's a fact.
as long as you
Yep.
can look in yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, no matter what my son or my daughter's going through, I did the best for them, and I'm still here for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't
And
abandon
that's
them or
all it's
abandon
about.
that child. Then that's
That's
all you.
all.
If your kid, listen, success varies. To me, a success might be you a billionaire, but to another person, success could just be you got your own house, you got your own car, and you paying your bills, and
On the
that's
set.
perfectly fine for them, and that's good. I don't
That's a
care.
fact.
Success
Mm-hmm.
is what you make it. If some people are
Mm.
happy wearing 99-cent store clothes and all this shit, and other people aren't happy unless they're wearing fucking Louis. So
Yeah.
it all depends on your outlook on life and what you want for yourself. And I'm not knocking anybody that says, you know what, I work at McDonald's and I'm happy with that. If that's what you want out of your life and you're happy and content with that, who the fuck am I to say that you're wrong?
That's a fact.
Yeah, I feel you.
Just
I
like
feel
if
you
she's
on that.
stripping and swinging on a motherfucking pole, I'm gonna throw some dollars in my motherfucking business. I ain't seen
Now, all
nobody.
right,
No.
I got a question. I got a
hold on.
question.
Now on the flip side, hold on, bro. Let me go first. No, I'll fuck with you. Go ahead, bro.
Heard.
No, carry on.
Now go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Let him go.
All right. I got a question. What if your parents work, 12, 16-hour shifts, and they're only there for you they're only there for you, financially, but not there for you mentally, but they don't realize that. You get what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
think as long as they always got clothes on your back and food on your back, they feel like
and
that's
you
enough for them.
good.
Like as in for me, like my pops was in
Yeah,
the
but
Marines, you feel me? My mom's
okay.
was same thing. So I have 5 brothers. They left us home. I grew up in the South Bronx. All I knew was to always be
Okay.
outside. They thinking I'm home.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
long story short, when I caught my bid, they thought it was like they blamed themselves because they felt like that they could have prevented me from going to jail if they would have been more of a parent than being there for me financially. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I dig what you're saying. And listen, I want to speak like that's a good point. That's a very good point. And there's a lot of layers to that question. Now, one of the things I want to touch on is like the way that the world is set up, the way that society is set up, people often don't make enough money off of one job to especially in New York City. You know the rent is retarded. I mean, you're looking at all type of fucking bills. Like you to survive in New York City is probably the hardest thing to do financially, and even if you're in the South Bronx. So
Facts.
what my thing is, the way that the people are paid, especially back in the day, you had to work 2-3 jobs just to get by, just to give your kids anything. You know what I mean? And you didn't have much extras. The solution to that, I think, is making minimum wage, raising the pay wages so people don't have to work 60-hour weeks just to pay rent and be able to get through to the next month. Now I'm sure if your parents had better pay, and I'm not knocking them for their jobs, it's honorable, he's a Marine, all that shit. Like I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that the way that they're paying people is making people have to do more in their job and less in their house. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
so that's
which is taking
Yeah.
them away from their children. Yeah, I
exactly.
But
understand what
that's
you're
the
That's what I'm
saying.
plan.
saying.
That's the plan. That's the design, and that's the way it was formatted. You were supposed to work all those hours, and your kid was supposed to run free on the street and get into fuck shit. So that way, the judges get paid, the lawyers get paid, and the jails get paid.
Exactly. It's a bigger picture to everything, but like I said, that question is good because it has so many layers. Now, your parents, I'm sure that they do blame themselves, and I don't know your personal experience with your parents, but if they were good people, me, listen, I'm fucked up. I've been to jail. I've done all type of shit. You know what I mean? And I always say, don't. That's not a reflection on my mother and father because they taught me everything that was right. It was me with the wrong mindset that went the left, went the other way
Facts.
with it. So it's not to say that they're bad people, but as a parent, you want to make sure you want your kid to have their best life. So naturally, they're gonna feel that something they did was wrong because of whatever that led you to. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, more than
Yeah.
that, like, you know, you can only do your best. You can only do your best, and you know, unfortunately, if you look at, and I noticed this, if you have a kid, that like let's say you have a family with 4 kids, right? Now, if you notice, a
Yeah.
lot of the time the oldest kid be the one that get it the roughest. Why? Because they're learning on the job. You're a first time parent. You don't know shit. You can read as many books as you want, but you're learning how to do everything as you go. So you're gonna fuck up. And you know, you learn better for the second kid and the third kid and the fourth kid. And by, you know, you tweak and you find out what worked for you and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times the oldest kid gets it the roughest and always and learns the hard way, I should say, because
The
they're
oldest
getting
kid
more
is the stunt dummy. The oldest
right.
kid is the one who touches the wire to see
Is
if
the
it's electrified.
babysitter. Older kid is
And
the babysitter
I'll
too.
add this: I don't mind as a devil's playground. I can say that from experience. The more free time you got, the more fucked up shit you're gonna do. That's just a fact. Unless you got a format, somebody basically laying down something for you to do step by step. A lot of parents, we give you an assignment and we think we have an idea about how long it should take you to do it, and we go off and we do something else. A lot of our kids are very intelligent. They finish that shit as soon as we fucking walk off. Now they sitting there daydreaming about, I wonder if I pull this blind string, will this whole shit fall down? Like, we have to accommodate our kids' intelligence. I think that's what the problem is. We underestimate how intelligent our kids are, and we find out on the in the middle of some fuck shit.
Nico.
Like, you can't program the TV. Give me the remote, and they do that shit in front of you. Like, what the fuck?
Yo,
Like,
Nico.
we have to keep our kids engaged.
Yo.
There's too much idle
Yo.
intelligence running around.
Listen,
Right.
I want to ask you about the question you just asked. Now, do you feel that your parents did as much as they could for you, or do you feel that there was more that could have been done? Like, how do you feel about it? Do you place some blame on them? I'm not saying that you hate them. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying, like, do you feel like slighted or any type of way about, you know, like, do you think that it's justified in them feeling that it's their fault, pretty much?
Actually, no, because they did
At
everything.
first,
Oh, you talking to me?
but being in jail and being around people and talking to people that's facing hard time and like getting people's opinion and like, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first went to jail, I was 23, you heard? So I was young. Everybody looking at me like I'm a baby. So I went through MDC. I was in the feds. I caught a little RICO case, a little indictment. I went through MDC, was there for like a year, then went to MCC when I got sentenced, and then I went to my spot. I was in school kill FCI, that was medium. When I got there, I met a few people. I was vibing with a few people, and I was talking to people. They like, yo, where you from? They like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you official. Like, I don't even know why you here, da. I'm like, they like, yo, you got a good family, you know, like, what you doing here? And then I explained to them, and then they asked me the same thing. You thought that was like, if I thought if it was their fault, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, they had options to move us out the hood. You feel me? They had options to go to other places.
Right.
I just had parents that like made a lot of promises that they didn't keep. You know, when your dad be like, oh, I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that, and don't get it. Oh, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna take you there, but don't
Can
do
I ask you
it.
something?
Or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but don't do it. I was always taught, I was always raised, I always gonna do something, always gonna do something, but never got it type shit. I always got that.
I get it.
Quick question.
I understand
But
that.
they'll make it up. They'll make it up by buying me something though. Feel me? Buy me a dirt bike, buy me shit like that. You feel me?
Facts.
But
Okay.
that's how
Can
they
I
did
ask a
it.
quick
They
question?
didn't do it no other way.
Ask him.
If okay, say they did move you out, because I'm a product of this. Would you have went back?
If I would have went back to the hood,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they would have moved us out. I
So
don't know
you
if
can
we would've went
honestly
back.
say, with the attachment that you had at the time, if your parents moved away, you wouldn't have came back to your old area.
See, but that needs to be addressed. At what age did they move him away? Now, if they moved him away at 18, you know, the concrete, the road is already paved.
It's
But
too
if they
late.
moved him away at 8, 9 years old, where he,
But
It
even at
was it was
15, 16 is like that too.
it
yeah,
was
I get it.
15, 16 that was supposed to move. When I was 15, 16, we was supposed to move.
So
But the thing was this: when I caught my case, when the feds kicked in the door looking for me in Orlando, and
He sound
the
like
freaking
me.
marshals came in there, and the helicopters was there, and they grabbed me up. That's my family did. They moved my 2 little ones out the hood and left. Never came back. You feel what I'm saying? So why
Yo,
wait till
how
we
old
get
are
snatched
you?
up to move everybody
How old
else
are
out?
you if you don't mind me asking?
Hey, how y'all doing
Right
today?
now?
What's up with it? How y'all doing
Yeah,
today?
how old are you? How old are
Salute to
you?
Right
you.
now?
Yeah,
I'm 29.
29. Oh, okay.
29.
Now I was trying to match the age with the voice. Copy.
Nah, that's what it is, though, and I know that made you feel some. I'm sure that made you feel some type of way too. Like if you would have just did this when you were supposed to do it, I probably wouldn't have landed up where ended up where I was, where I wound up. So
Right.
I get it. You know what I mean? I understand where you're coming from, and I get it. But just as I don't know if you got kids or nothing like that, but what I'm saying is, as a parent, I feel that you and don't get me wrong, like what you were saying, I could sympathize with you. Like if somebody's making you a promise or telling you something they're gonna do, you expect them to stand on that. Parent, friend, whatever it is, like don't tell me
Yeah.
like if it came out your mouth, I didn't force you to say that. You said it, so now I'm just gonna hold you to it. But like as a parent, as a person, I think all you can really do is the best in whatever situation you got. You got to play the cards you dealt and do and play it to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that they feel, like you said, they feel some type of way. They feel bad for
That's
themselves.
a
They
fact.
feel bad that you had to go through that.
Hey, I'm catching a live late. So what's the topic right here, kids? So I got kids, so I can probably like jump in and give a little foresight.
I gotta before you. I just wanted to say this real quick. I gotta
Nah,
get a
this
young
is the
hustler.
topic though. Like we've been on that same topic for a long time. Can we do like a different topic though?
I jumped in late. I
Yeah,
just
do
jumped
you
in like 5 minutes ago,
your
like on
thing?
the
You know,
live. So
switch it up all the time.
The young hustler gotta take responsibility too, though. I mean, you can't blame the parent all the way because you did make those choices.
Unless y'all want to keep talking about the same
Facts.
shit. I mean, it don't
I want
matter
to
to
talk
me.
about something
Just
else.
But
Nah, go
let's.
ahead.
what
That's
I'm
what I'm
trying to
saying.
say is this:
Let's start
the
something else.
choices.
What we
Nah,
going to
What I'm trying to
Yo, let's
say is
start. All
this,
right, so
right?
yo,
The
Bossly.
choices could have been prevented. You heard?
talk
that's
to
a fact.
Bosley? Let's talk about it. Well, new content. We need new content. We've been on that for 2 hours.
Let's talk
Nah, go
about
ahead.
it. Anything you want
Go
to
ahead.
talk about? I came up with the first topic. It got us 2.5 hours in. Who got the
Yo,
next
how
one?
y'all
What
feel?
are we
Yo,
doing?
Who want
yo,
to
how y'all
come up
feel?
with the
Y'all
second
feel?
topic? But
Go
think
ahead,
about it.
Um,
Think about it before y'all come up with it. Don't just,
Jo. Go
think
ahead. Go
about it.
ahead. Go ahead. Speak on it.
nah, I don't know. I don't know, if bro. Want me to just be throwing niggas game on his shit? You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's why I ain't even say nothing.
All right. All right.
Nah. Nope. Go in the private chat. Type their name before you say it. Ain't no free
Fuck
Yeah, that's
Bullet
promo
why.
over here.
Toddy.
Yeah,
Unless you
that's why I
green.
just fell back. You know what I mean?
Unless
Yeah, I already know,
you
bro.
the boss.
That's a fact though.
Nah, all right. Well,
Yo,
I'm.
alright, so I'm gonna choose the topic, man.
Go ahead.
Alright. The topic is. Ooh, I thank y'all for the platform. You already know your boy looking good and all that, looking crispy.
Sheesh.
Fuck all, fuck all that. Get to it. Yeah, nah, I'm fucking with you. Do your thing. Nigga. Get your shot on, young man. Get your shot
Now,
on.
look, the topic that we're gonna talk about. The topic that we're gonna talk about is do we choose the street life or the family? And can you mix both? Now
Well,
I'm gonna
that
need
should be a
that.
no-brainer.
That's a fact.
That should be a no-brainer. I mean, I feel like you should choose your family,
Choose your family.
but
But
not.
But you
but
got you got
I'm
people.
saying can you do
You got
both?
friends that's more family than
Can you do
family.
both? Like, do
This is
you do
true too.
both? Do you do
That's a
the
fact.
street shit? Like, do you chill with your friends outside, chill, and then do the family? Like, do you do both, or you
Are you
just a
talking
straight
about
family man?
green eyes? Green eyes. Are you talking about as a grown man? Do you choose your family or the streets? Or are you talking about just in general coming up? What you
No,
do?
no, I'm not saying which one you choose. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying which one, like, do you do both or do you choose one? Like, are you just a family man or you chill, you still hang out, you still do your thing, but you still also a family man, but
Are you
you
obligated to
still
the
in the
street?
streets. That's what I mean. You still in the streets, but you still a family man. Can that
Do
I
you
still
have
feel
an
like
can you
wait.
mix
obligation
I
though?
that?
I want I want to touch on that first real quick because I'm gonna say
Carry on.
this right.
Yeah,
I
go
feel
ahead, go
like
ahead.
I feel like you can't mix both because let's say you in the street and you a family man and you indulging in some kind of beef now, and now you walking outside with your family. You putting them in a situation. You know what I mean?
When it gets finished, can I get next when it gets finished?
Yeah, that's
Carry
deep.
No,
on.
I'm
That's
done.
deep.
That's all I gotta say. And that, you know what I'm saying? I feel
That's
like
a
if you put your
mouthful.
family in a
Pause.
Yeah,
position,
we
you know what I'm
respect you for
saying?
that. We like your
If you put,
opinion and we like your
yeah,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? If you put your family in that position, then it's like, damn, how you look
That's
at
some
yourself
cornball shit.
if something happened to your son or your daughter and you walking with them over some shit you was doing in the street and you ain't even had to be in the street. You could have stayed at
But
the crib. You know what I
But
mean?
let's be honest.
Hmm.
Do we always have control? Like, do we always have
No.
control? Like, remember
Oh,
that brother? I don't know if y'all remember. Remember that brother that was walking, I guess, with his daughter or with his son, and he got shot, and they head tapped him. Like, do we all
That
do?
was in the Bronx.
Can we
That,
control?
that's when they
Can we
that's when they head
control?
tapped the kid,
Can
right?
we wait? Hold on. Can we control what happened? I mean, we could choose to like make better decisions, but can we actually control what actually happens?
listen.
No, because if I slap a dude, I have no control if he closed his hand and punched me.
Nah,
Right. I'm laughing, but
listen.
I
I
feel
think
you.
that question is bugged because listen. Say you listen because some shit don't go away. So now say you out the street. You a family
Right.
Facts.
man.
RP Rico.
You've been out. You've been out the street for a couple years, but you done did some crazy shit to somebody, and he don't care what
Mm-hmm.
type of time you on now. He on revenge whenever it's lit. Like I catch you whatever with whoever is lit. So once you're in the streets, and especially if you're in the streets and you don't move out of the neighborhood that you were doing dirt in, I think you open and you open to anything that comes. Like people don't forget. If you shot somebody, he not gonna say a lot of niggas, but some people might, but some niggas is gonna be like, I don't give a fuck if
Yep.
you not in the streets no more or not, my nigga. Like I had to
Yeah,
lay up in the hospital. You almost killed me, nigga. So when I
that's your
Let
see
me.
you, it's
right.
Can I
lit.
That's
speak
your
for a second?
decision
This.
that you're not in the
I'm
streets no
about.
more. I'm still in the streets.
No,
Like
I'm not saying
not
you. I'm
me.
just
I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general. Like I'm speaking in general. Go ahead.
Let me. Can I say something? This how I feel
But
about that. I think the streets and your family is like oil and water. It don't mix. You gotta choose one or the other because if you're in the streets, you ain't gonna have like a good family because you're gonna be always looking behind your back. You know what I'm saying? So and
But
that's how,
let's be honest. Like y'all, yeah, everybody on this channel, y'all in your household thing.
no,
what'd you say? What'd you say
Nah.
now?
I said,
no,
are y'all in your household then?
no.
like I'm
Yeah.
on GPS.
Nah.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are in the streets chilling. I don't care. I'm not saying you got to be killing or doing anything bad, but are you
I get your
outside
point.
chilling? Are you outside chilling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just chilling with your homeboys and just
Yeah,
relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
drinking,
Parking
smoking,
lot pimping and
chilling,
shit. Yep.
whatever.
Driving around, smoking,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
highway
guess
chilling in the
vibes,
I
car,
guess what
whatever.
it needs to be like, what needs to be
heights.
explained is like when you say in the streets, you mean like just hanging out with your homeboys, going to the
Yeah,
club, doing that, or you talking
Outside
about
of your
doing
house.
dirt?
everything,
Yeah,
everything.
but that's different. That's social.
Get to your
Like
point though. What's
No,
his
yeah,
point?
but
Get to your point.
what I'm saying is that's when you trying to be social and you trying to just chill with your boy. Things come up because what if your man gets to a situation? What you gonna
exactly.
say? Oh, now I'm here to have a good time. No, you gonna
Yeah.
ride for your man. So now that put you in a situation, and you was just trying to be social.
Nah, but you see, I don't agree with you there. I don't agree with you there because listen, just because you have a family doesn't mean that you stop trying. Like, listen, a lot. I had a kid at 18. You know what I mean? So I was young. So listen,
Mhm.
now me as a grown man, I don't be out and doing all this other extra shit and all that. But at that time, I was. So listen, if you saying when you say in the streets, I take it as well. You still running around doing dirt. You still doing
Yeah,
this.
cause I ain't going front, bro. You got a lot of people like me, for example, bro. I go home, I go out, I go to work, and I come home, bro. I ain't going front. I don't really socialize.
Nah,
That's what
that's
I'm
fine. That's
saying.
a good thing. But I'm not saying,
That's
but not
better
everybody's
than
like that. Not everybody's
Like,
like that, and it doesn't have to be like that. You should
I
be
know what
able to
Greenhouse
that's a
was.
too.
fact.
You
I
should
get
be.
what his point is though.
You should
No,
be
like
He's
what
able
I
to.
was
saying if
thinking
you
was when he
want
said
some
in the
leisure
street, I
shit,
thought, oh my bad.
and I
he's
respect
saying if
that.
you want some leisure shit,
Basically, what I'm.
I
he's
respect
saying if
that
you
he
want some
don't.
leisure shit and you
I
chilling
res,
and
I
some shit
respect
pop
he
off and
don't.
they take a left turn.
I respect he don't agree all the time, and that's when a person is real. When a person disagrees with you all the time, it's like sometimes that shit is fake. When a person disagrees with you, is a person who actually cares, and actually have knowledge and you can actually learn from people no matter what
Mm.
age they are.
No, I'm saying that in that situation, in that instance, I'm saying like, listen, if you have a kid and now anything can happen anywhere, right? So now let's say this, you got kids, but you got a wife too, and she don't want to be stuck in the crib all the time. So there's gonna be times when you want to step out with your woman, and you go into wherever, a lounge or whatever, somewhere nice or where anything can happen, especially in New York City. We know you're not safe
Any
nowhere. Anything can happen at any
anything
given
can
time.
happen to anybody at
Right.
any time.
So unless you're gonna be a shut-in and say, you know what, I'm just gonna go from and there's nothing wrong with it, Jo. I'm not knocking you, and I respect you for it. You go to work,
Mm-hmm.
you go home to your family, whatever. That's wavy. But there's gonna be times where you might want to step out with your shorty. You might want to go take it to a movie or get something to eat. And there's idiots everywhere, and you might be confronted or forced to do something to defend yourself or your woman. Like, that's not wrong. You can't hide from the
Yep.
world. If that's
Nah,
the
yeah,
case,
that's
you know
fact.
what I
That's
mean. You
something
can't.
totally
You
different, though.
can,
Yeah, I understand
but
that. Yeah, you're right.
sometimes your
I
past
took
can.
it as Joe
Go ahead.
saying that he used to be in the street a lot and now he's in the house.
Nah, and that's a fact. That's good. That's great.
I'm saying it like this. I'm saying it like this, bro. Like,
Ain't
all right,
nothing
so
wrong
let's
with
say I
that.
do go out. You feel me? I'm out. You right? Because I be stepping out with my shorty sometimes. We do go places. I'm not saying I don't go nowhere. And
Right.
something crazy might happen, and you in a situation. You gotta defend yourself. You gotta get
That's
back
what I'm
home to your
saying.
kids,
That's
That's
right?
a
all I'm
You
fact.
gotta get
saying.
back home to the
That's a
kids,
fact.
right?
That's a fact.
That's a
But
fact.
that's different. That's different from you standing on a block and you a family man. But now after that, you standing
That's
on a block.
and
Now
that's
you
different.
selling drugs. You shooting niggas. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? This
That's
is
the
the difference.
difference.
And I get that.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
see, it's
like
a wait. It's along the same lines because 9 times out of 10, when we go chill, we go hang with a nigga who doing that shit. We ain't doing it. This
Nah,
our day
bro.
off.
now.
Fooling.
I don't got no. I don't got
Go
no
play
friends
here.
like that, bro.
Go play there.
Check it out.
I don't. I
You
don't
got friends
associate with
like that.
nobody indulging in none of that activity, bro. I don't. So I can't.
I
I
could
don't
dig it.
feel you on that one. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? Keeping
Well,
it a
in
buck.
my circumference, that's the way it be. A
but
little play here, a little play there, nigga tricky chachi. I don't see nothing.
the thing about it is the way that I took the way
Everybody's situation is different, and
and make
everybody move different. Everybody gangsta is everybody G is different. So you can't. Yeah.
listen.
Go
I'm like,
ahead.
my thing is, maybe I misunderstood the context of the question in which Green Eyes presented it, because when you still in the streets, to me, still in the streets means you active in the streets. Now,
Hmm.
I'm not saying, like, what I was saying is,
the
listen, if you
reason
live in
the reason I just kept it simple, like I didn't try to put it like, or if you like of status, or if you kill, or you been in jail. Like I just meant like I said it in a way like where everybody can understand it. Like chilling with your man on the block. Everything else come with that. I ain't gotta explain that. You feel me? But
And I took it as that.
so what
yeah,
I was trying to, so basically what I was just trying to say is like, we also young, and it's like we want to have fun, and our definition of fun, people look at it as we outside
Dangerous.
chilling, and we
yeah,
and we and we
but
on
you
some crazy
but you
shit.
said
But meanwhile, we just human beings. We just trying to have fun, and people look at it as we bad people. Or like we can't have fun once we get a certain age, or
but
once we become parents. Nobody wants you to have fun.
nah, but you presented it as, well, you either gonna choose the streets or your family. So that's where I went left with it, and I didn't understand what you said
Now,
completely.
however you take it, that's how you answer it. You
But
feel me?
what I'm saying is, like, what you're saying now is like,
There's no right or wrong answer.
well, I
Yeah,
get it, I
right.
get it, and I get it, and I'm just saying, like, if
Because
you,
I just said it within my spirit, so I really don't have the answer. Like I just said it, and I said it. God gave me, God made me say that. So I'm hoping somebody catches it. So when you had a response for it, I was so excited because I'm like, damn, I put an
Really,
idea
what
out there. But go ahead,
really what I
however you answer it, is no wrong or right answers.
really what I think is just it all depends on your situation because you know what I'm saying like once you get older, like I don't know how old everybody else is. I'm like 38, you know what I'm saying? So I got listed a couple homeboys I chill with, so we just chill and hang out, but we ain't out there in the streets for say. But we hang out and chill, you know what I'm saying? My ride or dies, but it just all depends on your situation, you know what I'm saying? Because if you put yourself in certain situations, then you got to be expected to get ready to do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? All depends on the situation that you're in.
I see Green Eyes
I
back
didn't want to
in
be an
service
asshole
mode,
and say, wonder if your streets
but
is your family.
I was slump. I was
I
sleeping.
mean but that's another thing too, because I don't know if Nico's still in the chat, but he said sometimes your friends is more family than your family,
And I
and
Yep.
respect that comment.
Oh,
in
yeah, that was impactful right there.
in a lot of
Yeah, I respect that comment.
in a lot of instances
Word.
that
Facts.
too,
Shout outs to him.
because that rings true in a lot of instances. Because listen, man, blood don't make you family all the time, man. I done been
Nope.
dirty by people that I thought was never going, like the closest
I
people,
like that. You use your
family.
brains, my
All
brother.
skin ain't kin,
Yo,
bro.
not to interrupt you, but yo, I've been listening to you for a while, and yo, you just been speaking a lot of real shit, and I respect you. Thank you for joining the channel.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. I'm up here trying to, I'm just speaking my truth, and
Knowledge is power,
it
and power is knowledge.
that's a fact. And like I said, I'm not better than anybody, and there's a lot of dudes in the chat. I'm sure that got that are like minded, and I'm sure
Yeah,
that listen, if
there's
you
people
still
up here there's mad people up here that's smart. I'm not just only shouting him out. It's just I just give him his glory. So I don't want nobody to take it as a defense.
Nah,
Like
let him shine on. Shine, baby.
just let the person shine. When a person give a person shine, don't always say, "Oh, why I didn't get that compliment."
nah,
Just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
wait
yeah.
for your blessings.
I'm just saying no, and it's just what I was gonna say is that the subject that we were talking about a little while ago was was something that's serious, and like people don't want to face reality until reality's in their face, and it was something that was important, and I felt that even though then this subject is important too, because there's a lot of ways to answer it, and like you said, there's no right or wrong answer per se, but what I will
Nope.
say is that if you stepping out and you know that you're going into a dangerous environment and you know that you have a family, then you do have to take that into consideration and say, well, is it smart for me to go back into, if you know that you're going into a place where all your peoples is out, they gang bang, they wilding and whatever, it's shootouts all the time, then you need to step back and think about your family first in that instance. Not to say anything, but a lot of the times we all come from these neighborhoods where once you step out your door, anything goes. You know what I
It
mean?
Yeah,
depends
So
that
on the loyalty.
That's what
It
I was
depends on.
basically trying to say. Like the streets is like it's not saying that you actually going outside to do like to do a hit or something, but just chilling with just your friend, just just going outside trying to get some fresh air, just popping a bottle with your friend. It leads to other things. That's
of
what I'm
course,
saying.
absolutely, absolutely.
And then that's all about the company you keep also too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why when BX what's his name JL when he said
Mm-hmm.
that he don't
We all
keep
got that grimy friend.
when he said he don't keep those people around as friends, it's like tell me who's your friends and I'll tell you who you are.
That's I mean, listen, man. I don't listen. I'm a type of person. I got friends in all facets and in different walks of life. I got friends that are very, very positive, and those are the people that I like to stay around. Those are the people that I like to stay in tune with. But I also got friends that are still in the bullshit, and they still running around doing shit that we was doing back in the day, and they still comfortable with that life. And I
And
don't.
that goes not to cut you off, that goes back to earlier what we were saying. Remember when I tell you that we spend most of our life trying to help others? The reason that you didn't get rid of those people is because of that, because you care and you want to help other people. If not, you still wouldn't have those people in your life because there's no reason for those people negative people to be in your life.
You
But you
see,
feel it's a reason because you want change for them and you want better for them.
and,
So
and and what I will say is furthermore is that
that's facts
sometimes
though, or
some
what?
no you speaking facts, but what I will say is
In
that
fact,
sometimes good people do bad things, and you can't really, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not going to sit here and shun anybody, because we've all made mistakes, and I'm sure there's a lot of decisions that if we could turn
we
back
all got
time,
skeletons in our closet, bro.
yeah, we would change the outcomes or even the decisions before it even happened, and there's people that, like I said, that I associate with that are still deep in the streets, still deep in doing all type of shit, but it doesn't make them bad people, and it doesn't make me want to
Yeah.
fuck with them less. Now I might not go out and engage in all the shit that they do, but when they call me, when I don't
I
push
will
the
hide your car in my garage. I will take the bullets out your gun and bury it in my backyard. Yeah, I will.
You know, like
Yo, but let me ask this though. Let me ask this though, right?
You heard?
What that? What happened?
The one I was talking, the
Mm,
one I gave the shout out, the blessing to,
yeah.
yeah, you sound like my man Caesar. So like when you were speaking, it's like my man is like he's like manhood, but he's he's trying to become like different. He becoming like a priest. He be wearing like a suit and tie. He be coming to the hood, like putting authority. But he checks the people that like be like robbing no ladies, robbing people. Like
yeah,
he
that's
checks the
unacceptable.
he checks the hood, and I appreciate him because he's like he's better, but he also does it in a hood way. Like he's not gonna let you just jump somebody, and I respect him because he's still doing it in the hood. He's doing the positive. It's still looked at as negative to some people, but he's checking the right people. He's not checking the people. He's not a bully. He's checking the bullies.
Nah, I feel
Right.
you.
You know, I
But let
So
me say this though. So
so
like,
when I
right?
was
So
speaking
go.
to you and you reminded me of him, so I was
that's
really
respect,
listening
man.
to you.
Shout out to Caesar. Shout out to all the people out there
Word,
trying to
shout out
live
to
right.
Caesar, man. That's my
Facts.
brother.
Mm.
I'm gonna see if I could get him on the
Salute.
platform. Go ahead though, y'all.
So now we all know we don't get no do overs, no replays in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you could turn back the hands of time and just change one thing, what would it be to everybody?
Ooh, that's a deep
That's a
question.
good ass
Great.
question.
Me,
That's
it would be
Whoever first.
that night I caught my case. That was the life changing moment for me.
What specifically would you change about that? I'm talking about down to the seconds, minute, all that. Like
Yeah,
talk,
would you
like you
change
know
the
what I'm saying?
whole day? Would you
There was a
change
particular
like
nigga in the car that was like basically, there's always that one bitch ass nigga that be like, nah, man, fuck that shit, man. Nah, I wish we'd have listened to him. You feel me? Real
right.
shit.
You wish you would have hopped out the car on some Trey shit, boys in the hood.
Nah, not at all. But nah, yeah.
I
nah?
mean,
Let's
He probably would have pulled over and went and got a black and mild. Thought about that shit.
Nah, let's if we're gonna talk about let's talk about for real because if the man is talking about him, the day
As
that he went to jail or
as an
he's
adult,
talking
right?
real shit. So
As
let's
an
be
adult, being
serious
the
and
man I am
be
now.
respectful.
Listen. As an adult, being the man I am now, it'd be like, now I want to get my man. I want the nigga. I want the man. Like how they got the expression, get my man. You heard? Like I want to get my man. The nigga, my target, the person I'm targeting. Period.
okay,
Anybody
okay.
outside of that, I wish no harm upon. You feel me? And but that's my mentality now. I used to be ignorant along with my friends years ago, and like I said, man, like a lot of people don't even realize after that shit happened and we jump back in the car, a motherfucker don't even realize the severity of what transpired. Cause now everybody just like, oh shit, yeah, yeah, man, fuck them niggas. Everybody in drill mode. It's like we up one on the scoreboard. And
Right.
unless you live that lifestyle, you wouldn't understand that. It's not until you mature that you realize the savagery and become repulsed by the action. You understand what I'm saying? But like I
That's
said,
growth, though.
That's a
that's
hundred.
growth. That come with time. Word.
It does. It does. And respect to that. Like,
And
Nice.
you know,
and the fact that he's willing to like address
Be
it
honest like that.
and speak about it, and he's willing to admit that
Salute to you.
he was maybe wrong. Like that's like you got to give it up to him. Like that's official.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna like there's a lot of moments I could go back to, but if I was gonna go back to one, I would say that I would just listen to my mother and father. It would have saved me a lot of heartache, a lot of hardships, a lot of
That's a good
bullshit that
one.
I went through in life. Like for real, if I would have just listened to them and not listened to what everybody else was thinking or feeling, or niggas in the street was telling me, I would have been a lot better off in life, and I wouldn't have went through a lot of the things that I went through. Now, the things that I went through made me who I am today, and I think that
Mm-hmm.
you know, comparing then to now, I've come a long way. But regardless of the fact, if I wouldn't have had to go through all that, if I would have just listened, I would have been in a better place, and that's probably what I would go to. I would just listen to them and just shut everything else out.
Yeah, respect, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My answer will probably be that same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? To just listen to your parents. Because honestly,
Yo,
bro,
look, yo,
whether
they
they
asked, I worry about retaliation. Nah, I did with you gotta understand something. I can't even say nah. I'm a paranoid rep, but what I'm not even paranoid. It's to the point of it's just militant.
Mhm.
Just certain, I got certain habits that just stuck with me for when I was fully active. Not only fuck that situation, I got niggas that really want to kill me for shit that I really did do to them. That they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a
Yeah,
grown man, so like, not being funny is nothing to chuckle about. Like, the chuckle was more like the irony of the situation. Like, hell yeah, like I worry about retaliation from not only that, but a bunch of things, man. The gangbang lifestyle is a worrisome lifestyle. You got to worry about the niggas you love crossing you. You got to worry about the niggas you crossed for the gang crossing you back. It's just a double crossing game. It's a dirty game, period, man. Period.
That's a
That's a
fact.
big fact.
Mm.
That's facts though.
Well, if I had to go on one,
That's real
I
shit.
would
That's a
say
fact.
the moment I touched dirty money, period.
Yo, salute for Bosley
Wow.
for that, bro. That's real shit.
That's a fact. That shit was a life changing
That
moment for
shit was
me too.
deep, bro.
If
The
I would
shit
have
that he
never
be
Salute,
touched
saying,
salute.
dirty
bro.
money,
I don't
That
think
was
I
people
real
would
be
be
shit.
different.
understanding. I don't think people be understanding the shit like he be saying. Like the shit that he be saying, like it's not for some shit that for you to understand now. It's like some shit you gotta wait till tomorrow, watch this video back, and then look deep into it and look at every second. And like, yo, the shit he be saying be amazing me sometimes.
The minute I found out that Knicks go for 20s down south, my life took a
That
drastic change.
nigga Biggie put
I
you
wished
on.
I always made $1 per hour. The minute I became my own boss, I fucked everything up.
Right.
So
Okay,
I
bro.
wish that I would have stayed a square and didn't develop curves. Pause.
I hear you.
Yo, what the fuck?
nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, it's true though. You know that was definitely a life changing moment for me too. When I realized that there's more than one way to skin a cat, and that working 40 hours a week ain't the only way to do it. You know what I mean? And I seen the easier way, and I ran with it. And it is what it
Hmm.
is, man. It led me to a lot of bullshit, a lot of extra shit. But I mean, like I said, going back to what I said is like, if I would have just listened and I would have just fucking held their words more dear to me, more near and dear to me than what I was hearing from other people, negative advice, I would have been in a different light. So hey, you live and you learn, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Right,
that's a
right,
fact.
right, right. Yo, shout out to the chat and shout out to the brothers.
Facts. I agree with that. Definitely live and learn.
That's a fact.
Hit the like button.
Yo, salute, Dundada, you heard?
Okay, on to the next subject. What's the next subject?
On to the
Bossly?
next one. On to
Speak
the
on it.
next
Yo, boss, please, what's up? Talk. Man.
one. Yo, where that pussy ass nigga Bullets Gotti?
Nah,
Nah,
nah.
talk about something that's actually relevant.
Right. Talk about
Talk
yeah.
about something that's
Nah,
Don't
fuck
relevant.
that
forget.
nigga B.
That's that raunchy coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, we been on this shit for 2 hours. Fuck being nice.
All right, fuck it. Let's jump off the cliff.
Yeah, we gotta jump off the cliff, bro. We gotta keep it real, man. Keep it
That
all the way
nigga
Set
is
it
a
real.
off,
bitch
huh?
ass
Set it
nigga.
off.
That's
Nigga, a
what
bitch.
nigga you already know. Nigga, that nigga pussy. Nigga fat.
Yo, when I searched up his name, I was like, yo, bro, he really looked like that. Like, bro, he looked like he can't even take a punch.
Mm.
Like he
Man,
like nah for real. Like he looked like he don't work out or nothing. Like he don't drink water. Like what's up with the ball?
that dude. I mean, you giving this man a light that he shouldn't even get. You shining the light on a person that
Nah,
need
but
to
at
stay
the end of
stay
the
in the
day,
darkness.
we that's what we here for, bro. We here to elaborate. We gotta elaborate. We gotta
I
speak
get it.
about it, bro. We
I
gotta
get
get.
it. I get it. But
Sometimes it's
sometimes,
best to speak about it before things get out of hand.
yeah. But I'm sure that that Bossy understands that he's on a track to success, and that man is standing in quicksand and he's sinking. So to bring him up on this platform, on a platform that's growing and not falling, is kind of giving that man light. And
Oh,
there's
I see
people that
what
I
you're
need.
get your
saying.
point.
there's
I
people
get
that
it.
there's people that might not know this motherfucker even exists, and just by you speaking his name, somebody's gonna go and click and give this man support, and that's not what we're here for. Right here, we're like, I don't think that, this is the platform to talk about
Respect, my
somebody
brother.
that's irrelevant to whatever's
Thank you
going
for the
on.
knowledge.
I
Cause you,
respect that, but
yeah, you told me something. You told me
I'm,
something.
I'm also the guy who had
And
always
I'm
said
and I'm
that
a
the people
person.
outside the
I like
spot,
to take
we need them.
advice. I like to take advice or listen to people. So
Right.
and I feel like a lot of people that's their problem. Like their pride and ego, they just can't tell a person, yo, thank you for the advice. Or
Nah. It's
it's
just
always
more
sometimes they just always want to disagree and never agree with you, and they just always like they never they don't see your value.
right. But
And
this
that's why
is
yeah, go ahead.
from what I understand, because I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I don't really even know the dude, but I heard Bossy speaking on him, and he sounds like a type of individual that doesn't even deserve the recognition that this conversation would even give him, and
Right,
especially
right.
not on this platform. Like we in the Bossy Cafe.
All
Shout
right,
out
so
to
let's leave that
Jazzo.
alone. Let's switch that up right now then. Let's on to the
So who
next
got
one.
some bars? Let me hear something. Who got bars?
Nah, we already did that on the other
Gangster
platform.
of
We
what a
already
gangster
did that on the
was.
other platform.
Yo, hold on. Let me say something real quick. People have the misconception, bro, of what a gangster was. What a gangster was originally. A gangster was
This
a
is
A
a
businessman,
fact.
gangster
man,
is a
a shrewd
gentleman. To
businessman.
be honest, a
He was
gangster
just
is a
real. He
gentleman. A
forced his
gangster
will.
ain't what
A gentleman.
what YouTube shows you a gangster is. A gangster is a gentleman. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Exactly. You feel me? Because like I said, man, nobody wants to be every day, all the time, looking over their shoulder, parent. Nigga, nobody wants
That's
to
a
live like
fact.
that.
That's a
Nobody.
fact. That's no way to live, man. For real. That's no that you
Okay,
you
so wait, hold on. So hold on, back to that. Nobody wants to live like that, right, bro? So what advice would you give to somebody that's actually living like that right now?
Mm-hmm. That's a good
You
question.
be dead in 5 years.
No,
Come on,
he's
bro.
asking you. He's asking you.
What
He's
you mean?
asking
Nobody,
you.
yo, bro, listen to me. Listen to me. Even the niggas that's acting like they living like that ain't living like that. Cause they gotta hide more than they spending. Are you shitting me? They not spending every day 24/7, man. Come on, man. Nobody trying to die
Nah, I'm
Even
not
the
overdose.
saying I'm not saying that, bro, but you got some
Most of the
people.
beefing is
Hold
cap.
on.
Most of the
even the
beef,
most
this
biggest
what you
killers.
hold on. Most
Go
of
ahead.
most of the beefing, bro, real shit. Most of
They
beefing, bro,
cat.
is just conversation. Yeah.
You skipping, Bossly.
Well, I'm gonna just touch on what he said. He said a lot of it is cap. A lot of this beef and shit is cap, but some of
Yeah,
it ain't cap. A
this
lot of niggas
this
do
should
be
be for
looking over their
views and
shoulder,
niggas.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No matter if you the
I said
biggest
most of the
killer.
shit be cap, man. These niggas, man, like you never get around to doing half the shit you say you gonna do to a nigga.
Right, right, right. I'm
Right.
listening. Go ahead.
But we talk about the niggas that's not gonna
It
say
don't mean
nothing
that you.
about it.
It
They
don't mean
just
that
gonna
you.
do
It
it.
don't mean. It don't mean that you don't got the intentions to do it. If you could would have been next to him in that moment of emotion, and when you feeling, I mean, irrational, but when you calm down, or when you finally see him in a time, loud time, man, it don't be what you thinking, man. This shit is an
Right.
Yeah,
illusion,
sometimes
man.
that should be
Real
all love.
shit.
Like
Most of this shit is an
a nigga
illusion.
that has love you.
It
It's a fact.
mostly ends in the conversation.
This
If you're an adult,
Not, go ahead,
half of being
Bossy.
an
Bossy, you
adult is
can.
compromise. The only time you die is when you don't want compromise.
this I don't know,
I'm
man.
a di- I'm a di- I'm a disagree with that, bro.
Yeah,
Only
I'm
because
confused.
I'm a disagree with that only because I feel like I'm not being annoyed or nothing, but I feel like if I go back to certain hoods, nigga, I'm no good, nigga. Something might happen to me. You feel me? Like
That's a fact. But that's the you'd
you,
be a fool to put yourself in that situation and you know better. So I mean that goes with listen. I mean, if you, like I said, going back to the conversation earlier, man, listen, just because you out the streets doesn't mean you out the streets. Now, if you walking around and you was active at one point and you did a lot of dirt out there, no matter how you, like, niggas don't forget. Some people hold on to grudges for real. And they don't care if it's happened last week or if it happened last year. When they see
Word.
you, they gonna do something to you like they said they were. So you always gonna have to have that in the back of your mind and understand that. And what Bossy said the other night was real, because he said, yo, listen, when I'm out here when I'm going somewhere with my moms, I'm not going into I'm not bringing her around a situation or an area where I feel that something might happen. We out and about, we doing something, we totally away from the drama and bullshit that may occur, may or may not occur. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you can't be dumb and say, well, yeah, I know I'm not good over here, but I'm gonna walk over here and that's asking for trouble. And when you look for the devil, that motherfucker he appears. Like it's just it's not smart. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be smart.
And that's a fact.
But what about, all right, so let's say in that same situation, then I'm gonna get right off the topic. I'm just saying, so what if you in that situation, let's say this place that you're going to, you got family at, so you have no choice but to visit. Or let's say you live
Right.
there, bro. And
Yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying?
Then you're
Let's
gonna
say
have
you
to
ain't get a
move.
chance to
I
move out the
don't know what
hood.
else to say.
Let's say you ain't get a chance to move out the hood, and now you still in that situation.
Right.
What advice would you give to somebody that's in that situation was the question.
That's a sticky one. Because if you
That's a
live in
snapping
Move at
fact.
1 in the
if
morning.
you
Hold
if
on, bro.
you
One at a time. One at a time.
I would say that if you live in where that situation might happen, then that's something that I don't even know what to tell you. Especially if you don't have the
See?
means. If you don't have the
See?
means, if you don't have the means to move out of that situation, then
Mm-hmm.
you got to be on guard, or you just got to be head up, eyes open at all times, like because what could or couldn't happen over there. So that's just bad. Like if you in that situation.
So you saying there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah, I don't think in that situation, if you don't have the money to move or you don't have a place where you could lay up and figure it out, then yeah, you trapped, and it's a bad situation. I
Mm,
feel bad for
mm.
anybody that's in that situation
Because there's a
currently.
lot of people in that situation, bro. That's the only reason why I just brought that up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Mm,
and like I said, I feel bad for anybody that currently is in the situation like you speaking of, because
mm.
I mean that's your life is on the line. Certain places, certain people ain't playing. You know what I mean? When they say that that whatever they said they gonna do to you,
They gonna
some
run
They
down.
motherfuckers,
They
going.
gonna run down for
yeah,
real.
some
Like,
motherfuckers really mean that shit. So
yeah,
if
that's a
you
fact. It's not just YouTube all the time.
right,
Mm.
Mm.
And I'm
That's what
saying,
I
you feel
try
me,
to
bro? I
tell them.
work.
Don't let the fame get to you. Like you already doing
Yeah.
good. Like that's why Bosley's doing so good because he's not. He's like you said when I mentioned that person's name and you stopped me. And when Bosley doesn't even talk about them people, I salute you bringing that up because he's on to bigger and better things. So
exactly.
he's on his righteous path. So I apologize for trying to take him off his path.
Nah, you
But
good.
it was just something that came to mind, and or whatever. But y'all already know what it is, man. Salute to everybody. Y'all already know. Tune in, subscribe, like, comment, share. Y'all already know what it is. Green Eyes on the scene, live and direct. Stay up like a cup. Holla back when y'all call it correct. Y'all already know what it is. Salute me or shoot me.
Damn.
Bow.
Gang, yeah, Green Eyes, practice. Get your game
Get
on,
a
man.
green.
Shit, practice.
Mm.
That's what this is, man. We working together. Hopefully, we all achieve our dreams, man. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 3 minutes left. I gave y'all a 5-minute warning. Thank y'all all again for coming to this Bossy Cafe event. Sometimes we stay longer than others, but tonight I'm tired of this shit. I ain't getting no sleep between editing all these videos and being up all night with y'all last night. So, like I said, man, content still pumping tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And until tomorrow, you already know.
Yo,
Shout out.
blessings
Safe.
to everybody. Yo, I appreciate
With
the
the pleasure.
knowledge, man. Y'all keep it
Easy.
up.
Everybody's safety, bro.
You already know.
Safety.
Be
Keep
easy.
using this, man. Keep using this, man. This will bring you farther than this. Trust me.
It's a fact. Salute.
Salute. Stay blessed. Stay righteous. Stay positive, and stay healthy and work out. Yo, Bosley, thank you for having me, my brother. I appreciate you.
Salute, my boy.
Salute, bro. Blessings.